It's time for Wenatchee AppleSox baseball on the NCWLIFE Channel. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by Apple Valley Honda, Chelan County PUD, Global Car Care, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Mini Blinds and more, One Way Construction, Sangster Motors, and Save Mart. Now, let's go live to Paul Thomas Senior Stadium for tonight's Wenatchee AppleSox game on the NCWLIFE Channel, your local TV station.
In the Wenatchee Valley, temperatures today in the low to mid 90s around north central Washington. We do have a little breeze, and that's helping things out a little bit, but awfully warm out here tonight. We better get to these starting lineups. We'll begin with the Knights. Leading the way, playing shortstop is Riley Way. Batting second and playing second base is Travis Bazana. Batting third and playing third base, Tanner Smith. The cleanup hitter and playing right field is Tayson Corio. Batting fifth, and the DH tonight is Nick Vogt. Center fielder, batting sixth is Jake Harvey. Kiko Romero is the first baseman, batting seventh. Jacob Weiss, the catcher, batting eighth. Kyler Stancato, the center fielder, and he bats ninth. Starting pitcher tonight for the Corvallis Knights is Ty Uber. And now for the homestanding Wenatchee AppleSox. Batting first and playing shortstop is Justin Simpson. Center fielder Michael O'Hara is batting second. Batting third is Adam Grobe. He is the DH tonight. Luke Stuka is the cleanup hitter. He's the first baseman. Catching tonight and batting fifth is John Newman Jr. Batting sixth is AJ Guerrero, the hottest hitter maybe in all of the West Coast League. He's playing left. Batting seventh is Zach Toglia. He's the third baseman tonight. Playing second base, and a lot of folks may know this name, Eric, Jackson Vanderbrake from down at West Valley in Yakima area. He's batting eighth and playing second base, and batting ninth, Dakota Duffalo, maybe one of the coolest names in the West Coast League.
Yeah.
Right fielder. And starting pitcher tonight is Trey Miller, who's struggled somewhat so far this year with an 0-1 record.
Yeah, he's thrown 10 innings this year, 5.4 ERA. So he's just got to go right after him, throw some strikes, and let your defense support you tonight.
And here we go. We are just about set for baseball, so kick back, relax, and enjoy AppleSox baseball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. Here's Riley Way, the shortstop, batting first. Once again, Miller. Trey Miller, the starting pitcher, right-hander for the AppleSox. Pretty good crowd on hand tonight. Here's the first pitch of the night, and it's in there for a strike. As he mentioned, Miller, 5.40 ERA, his last appearance. He gave up 3 runs, all of those earned in 3 innings pitched. Another strike right down the middle for Miller, and all of a sudden it's 0-2 the count on the shortstop, Riley Way.
That's a good way to start the game.
Sure is.
Now we just got to be smart with this 0-2 pitch.
This is the situation you really don't give him something over the plate, do you, E?
No,
One's in the dirt low. You're hoping at this point they're going to swing at something not so great, right?
Yeah, you don't want to give him anything good to hit an 0-2. It's a unwritten rule.
AppleSox, as we mentioned, defeated Port Angeles last night by a final of 6-2 and got 5 of their 6 runs last night in the 5th inning. So right in the middle of the game. Here's the pitch, the 1-2 pitch, and it's fouled off towards the Knights dugout, and the count remains 1-2. Corvallis, a perennial power in the West Coast League. I don't think it's any big surprise. They've already clinched that Southern Division. Pretty stellar record at 27 in the first half of the season.
Yeah, that's playing good baseball against good competition. So Wenatchee has to play good tonight, get a victory.
Here's Miller, wind up the throw, outside and low, and now we even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. First inning just underway here from Paul Thomas Senior Field. You can probably hear a little bit of wind blowing in our microphone, so you'll probably hear that tonight, but boy, it feels good, that's for sure. Outfield pretty much playing straight away on the shortstop Way. Here's the 2-2 count. The pitch gets past the catcher and back to the backstop, and we're at 3-2, full count now on Way when Miller had him at 0-2 to start with, and now 3 straight balls.
Yeah, well, And now you don't want to walk him. You want to go get him.
So Miller looks in, gets the signal from his catcher, John Newman Jr. Here's the pitch, full count, just outside. Boy, that was close.
Now batting for the
And on to first base goes the shortstop, Riley Way. Travis Bazzana, the second baseman, now comes to the plate. Bazzana so far this season, in 25 games, not bad, a .388 average on the year. Does have 40 hits in those 25 games, so he's a hitter at the plate now, a left-handed batter.
Yeah, and Way's got 8 stolen bases, so you're going to have to keep an eye on him over there.
Pretty good lead over there at first, too, by Way. As Bazzana, the lefty, takes his first pitch, shows bunt, and just fouls it off the plate, and count goes to 0-1. Not a bad idea, though, with speed at first base.
Yeah, but if you're hitting 380-something, you probably want to be swinging away. That was probably came from the coach. He's giving a bunch of signs.
A little decoy, maybe. That,
it could be.
Right.
Unless you want to move your runner over in scoring position, have your 3 and 4 hitter knock him in, your traditional way to play baseball.
0-1 count on the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. Thrower to first base. Way dives back head first. He's in there safe. So the AppleSox, you mentioned it, 8 stolen bases for Way. They're keeping an eye on him here early.
Yeah, they don't want Corvallis to get that momentum going.
Bazzana actually is from Sydney, Australia.
Wow.
Goes to Oregon State University and crushes this one. It goes foul. Right up against the fence out there. Now the count 0-2. Interesting. Sydney, Australia. He goes to Oregon State. He's a freshman, 6 feet, 195-pounder.
Well, great program there in Corvallis.
Oh,
so,
boy. Pretty cool doing games down there. When I did the AppleSox, I think it was back in 08, I did the AppleSox game. Another thrower to first base, way back in there safely. But they play at Oregon State University Stadium, and they've got the banners, the national champion banners out there. It's pretty cool.
Wouldn't that be sweet?
0-2 on the second baseman, Travis Bazzana. No outs with Riley Way on first base. Nice lead over there once again on this 0-2 count. The lefty Bazzana takes that one high. That takes the count to 1-2. What makes this summer league fun, Eric, is players are from all over the country and all kinds of schools all over the country too. It just makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's just awesome to be able to come nice summer baseball and have different teammates and different coaches and
spend a summer in Wenatchee.
Yes.
1-2 count. Once again, the second baseman, the lefty Bazzana at the plate. Way at first base. Grounder to the first baseman to second. It's high and it goes into the outfield, and both runners are going to be safe. That most likely will be a throwing error on Luke Stuka, the first baseman.
Now batting for the Corvallis Knights. Third baseman number
So now the Knights have something going here and really haven't had a base hit yet.
No, walking an error. Now you might see that bunt. Move 2 over in scoring position. Third baseman's playing way back.
Up next is Tanner Smith, the third baseman for the Knights. Big right-handed batter. 6'1", 215 pounds, also from Oregon State University, and hails from Chandler, Arizona. So 2 on, nobody out. There's the bunt, as E said, down the third base line. Nice throw to first. They do get Smith, but both runners advance, and the Knights have runners at second and third.
now batting for.
So 1 out now here in the top of the first, but the Knights do have runners on second and third. The nice bunt, actually, it really was, just right down the third base line.
Yeah, that's where you had to bunt it. You had to get the third baseman to have to field it. So if it comes back hard to the pitcher, he can make the throw to third. So make the third baseman field it so you can advance your runners.
So Tayson Corio, the right fielder, now up to the plate. He's the cleanup hitter. Spanks that pitch right back to Miller, the pitcher. Now they've got Way in a rundown between third and home plate. There's the catcher, and now they tag out Way. Both runners move to second and third, but that's big for the AppleSox. That's out number 2.
That is huge right there. That's good, quick reaction by Mr. Miller there on the mound to be able to.
That ball was stung right there by Corhio.
That was a base hit right up the middle. And I think it surprised him that he got it like that.
It really was.
That was a great play.
Now it's Nick Vogt to the plate, right-handed hitter out of Woodland, California, Cal Santa Barbara College. He's a sophomore, 6'1", 187-pounder. 2 outs now here, top of the first, no score. Knights have runners at second and third. With the DH, Nick Vogt at the plate. First pitch low.
He has a .333 batting average this year, Grant, so might be the right guy up for Corvallis and runners in scoring position.
Knights as a team, really not batty. .254 team batting average. I think the AppleSox are around .237. So
around 231 or so.
Right.
But still, there's a big difference there.
Right, Miller looks in on this 1-0 count. Took something off that one right over the plate. Strike 1.
Yeah, that was definitely an off-speed pitch. And the hitter probably wasn't looking for that. Looking for his pitch would probably be a good fastball. Just take a break on that one and wait for his pitch to take a swing at.
So Bazzano is at third base. Here's the pitch, low and a little bit outside, and the count goes now 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, this is the big hitter right here for the AppleSox. It would be huge to get out of this inning with no runs after having runners
It really
on
would.
first and second with no outs. This would be a big boost for the AppleSox to get this third and final out of the inning.
All right, Miller looks in on this 2-1 count. There's the pitch, fastball over the plate, evens up the count, 2-2 now with 2 outs here, top of the first. Mixing up his pitches pretty nicely here in this first inning.
Yeah, he's throwing some off speed, keeping the ball low.
But when you have runners on, you kind of have to change your attitude a little bit, don't you, about what you're going to throw?
You do. You have to be a little more aggressive. You have to be a little more careful with your pitches.
There's the 2-2 pitch, and it's outside, and 3-2 now, full count on the designated hitter, Nick Vogt. Big pitch coming up here. AppleSox don't want to load up the bases for Jake Harvey, the left fielder, coming up. Here's the pitch, popped up, it'll go out of play near the Corvallis dugout, right side, and the count stays 3 balls, 2 strikes. By the way, their official score did give Stuka an error on that throw to second base, so we do have an error here in this top of the first. Here's the 3-2 pitch, the windup now from Miller as Vogt looks on. Pitch over the plate, strike 3, and Miller gets out of the inning. No hits, 2 left on, and no runs. Go to the bottom of the first inning. No score here. AppleSox and Knights. We're back in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Strike out 5 batters at home this season. Washington Lottery celebrates by giving lucky fans socks. Socks for AppleSox fans. Imagine that.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
Hi everybody, in North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
With Energy rebates will give you money to upgrade your house and reduce your energy footprint.
The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more.
Bottom of the first inning we go. No score here from Paul Thomas Senior Stadium on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College. Grant Olson along with Eric Kuntz. And now it's the AppleSox turn, E, with Justin Simpson, Michael O'Hara, and Adam Grobe leading things off. Against the big pitcher from Stanford, Ty Uber. This kid's big, 6'4", 225-pounder. He's only a freshman. He goes to college at Stanford out of Cameron Park, California, and he's got some good size, kind of the size you'd expect from a pitcher, right?
Yeah, big old boy, yeah, and I bet you he throws pretty hard too. So, yeah, this should be a good challenge for the Panthers.
Absolutely.
The AppleSox.
You probably say that a few times tonight.
Oh, I know.
Justin Simpson leading things off, the shortstop for the AppleSox. 182 average so far this season. Takes first pitch strike from Uber.
Yeah, but he also leads the team in walks. He has 7 stolen bases, and he's also leading the team in runs scored. So he's a
total asset to this team.
Well, 182 average he does probably a lot more. His goal is to get on base.
Right.
And he seems to be doing a pretty good job of that.
He's a junior at Central Michigan University. Left-handed batter. O'Hara on deck, Adam Grobe in the hole. Here's the pitch from Uber. Fastball just outside.
Yeah, and those little guys, they're tough to throw to. I'll be the first to admit to that.
Yeah, you would know.
Especially lefties. Short lefties were not my favorites. I did not like them at all. They're too small.
Right. Pitch high this time, and the count goes 3 balls, 1 strike on the shortstop, Justin Simpson. No score. Bottom of the first inning on this beautiful night here in Wenatchee, Washington. Here's the windup from Uber. The pitch high, and it gets away from the catcher, and off to first base is Justin Simpson, the catcher, Jacob Weiss.
He did his job, got on base.
That's all you can ask for a leadoff hitter, and that brings up Michael O'Hara now. O'Hara's the center fielder. So far in the season, playing well in 12 games, batting .333. He's a sophomore at Santa Clara. Playing center field tonight with Simpson on at first base, and as Eric mentioned, 7 stolen bases so far in the season. Another left-handed batter for Uber to look at. Here's the first pitch, low, and a nice stop by Weiss, but that will allow, I believe, yes, and an overthrow on that throw to second base by the catcher Weiss. And O'Hara does get a stolen base off to second.
Well, that was a great decision. As soon as he saw that ball in the dirt, he took off. And that's what you're supposed to do. Is no matter if you're the leadoff hitter, number 4 hitter, you're over there on base. You see that ball in the dirt, you go.
Absolutely. So the AppleSox have a runner in scoring position now with nobody out here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 the count on the center fielder, Michael O'Hara. Here's the pitch, fastball over the plate, strike. 1-1 the count. Boy, he had some speed on that one too. This kid can throw. Good lead off of second for Simpson. Here's the pitch, fouled back. Takes the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes now. Just a little bit late from O'Hara on that one.
Well, what Uber's trying to do is throw him to the outside part of the plate. You don't want to pitch him inside, because what O'Hara's trying to hit the ball over there to move to the right side to move the advance runner over to third. So
right.
Uber, as a pitcher, is trying to throw everything outside to prevent the hitter from doing that. See, the catcher's moving a little on the outside there.
He is.
Yep.
Here's the pitch by Uber. Simpson goes to third. The ball is wild past the third baseman. Simpson's going to go home, and he's going to score. And the AppleSox take the early lead, 1-0.
Yeah, that was a great jump. That was a great jump there from Simpson to be able to take off like that. And Aaron throw and gave his AppleSox the lead in the first inning.
Just what they've needed, too. Kind of an early good start. They haven't had that in a while. And O'Hara, the count, meanwhile, 2-2 on him. Bases clear now as Simpson makes it 1-0 Sox. Here's the pitch by Uber. Just a piece of it was O'Hara that time. And the count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And a lot of times you can get a further lead off a second than you can off a first because there's nobody really holding you on.
That's true.
And if you got a smart base runner and the infielders aren't doing their job, you can get a great jump. And you try not to steal third with a left-handed hitter because there's nobody in the way of the catcher, but
right.
Simpson's got such a great jump.
Here's the 2-2 pitch over the plate. Strike 3, and that is out number 1.
Yeah, he stayed outside corner there on him, and
he did.
And O'Hara wasn't ready for it.
Well, that brings up now the designated hitter, Adam Grove, batting .329 on the season. So he's had a nice season so far.
He's tied with the team at 25 hits, 19 RBI, so he's having a good season.
Absolutely. Right-handed batter, nobody on. First pitch once again. Gets away from the catcher, Jacob Weiss. And that's happened a few times. Are they just on, they're getting their signals crossed maybe a little bit?
Oh, no, I don't know. Maybe the catcher's seeing it.
Or just a wild pitch.
No one's on base.
Just let it go over my head.
I don't need to catch every one of them.
1-0 the count now, and Adam Grove. Here's the pitch, and it's over the plate for strike 1. 1-1 the count.
And
1 out.
Oh, I was going to say, sometimes it takes a couple innings for pitchers to settle down to a groove. It's a new mound. He hasn't thrown it off before probably, so he's not used to it. So it'll take a couple innings to get used to the mound and the surroundings.
Grove just take another fastball for a strike. Now 1-2 the count. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 AppleSox. Here's the pitch, low in front of the plate. Nice stop by Weiss that time. Takes the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Grove, by the way, is a junior at South Carolina. That's upstate South Carolina. Outside on that pitch from Uber. Now we've got a full count. Lots of full counts already in this first inning. We've got one here with 1 out. Luke Stuka is on deck with John Newman Jr. in the hole for the AppleSox. Wind up and pitch from Uber. And it's over the plate, and he did go around. First base umpire said yes, and that's strikeout number 2 now for Uber.
Yeah, pretty much any time that bat crosses the plate, it's going to be called a strike.
Right. Or you just break your wrist just slightly, isn't it?
You can have your wrist hold them, but as that bat crosses the plate, it's a strike.
All right, Luke Stuka comes to the plate now out of Saddle Rock College in California. He's a sophomore, and he's batting .203 this year, the cleanup hitter tonight, lefty. First pitch swinging, it's off the glove of Uber, and he won't make it. Stuka did to first base, and that is out number 3. So the AppleSox get a run here as we head to the top of the second. It's Wenatchee 1 and Corvallis 0. We'll come back to the ballpark here in 60 seconds.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Top of the second inning we go now. The AppleSox lead it 1-0 as the AppleSox make their way through the Knights lineup for the second time. And leading things off for Corvallis is left fielder Jake Harvey. He'll be followed by the first baseman, Kiko Romero. And in the hole is the catcher, Jacob Weiss. Jake Harvey out of Cal State Fullerton, the first batter here. He's from Kennewick, Washington. 6 foot, 170 pounder coming to the plate.
Now batting for the Corvallis Knights. Left fielder.
So far on the season, in 30 at-bats, he's played in 9 games for the Knights, batting .267. Right-handed batter.
Don't know if he's a regular or not. He might be sitting a couple of regulars, or with only playing in 9 games, 30 at-bats.
Right. Miller out there for this top of the second. Trey Miller throws a fastball, swing and a miss, and it's 0-1. Miller got out of a jam in that first inning. He had a couple runners on, and the AppleSox held tough there, but no hits for Corvallis in that first inning.
No, well, the base hit, base on ball.
Hey.
There.
Right.
And then a great get out of the pickle there, and a great play by Miller on that ground ball too.
It really was.
That would have gone up the middle, probably scored a couple of runs.
1 ball, 1 strike to this left fielder, Jake Harvey. Here's the pitch, gets a piece of it. Ball flies right in front of us here along the netting. And the goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-0 AppleSox, top of the second inning. First of 3 games against the Knights, a weekend set here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. And it's going to be a hot weekend, that's for sure. So dress light and bring lots of water. Swing and a miss, fooled on that off-speed pitch was Harvey, and he goes down strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, that was a great pitch. Just throw in the dirt and see what happens, and he chased it. So that was a great pitch.
Second strikeout for Trey Miller so far in this game.
By giving lucky fans socks. Socks for AppleSox fans. Imagine that.
Still doing the socks for the strikeouts. I love that. That's been a tradition for a long time here at the stadium. Used to be Ken Murtaugh, but
he's not Ken anymore?
Not Ken anymore. I think he retired about 3 years ago, actually.
I know he's still heavily involved with Wenatchee High School athletics.
Oh, absolutely. Great guy, too. We wish Ken the best.
Yeah, Ken and Barry, they're always kind of like Tom and Jerry, Ken and Barry.
Here's the pitch. Ball's hit out into left field, and it falls between the left and center fielders, and that'll be a base hit for Kiko Romero. Not sure it should have been, but it drops out in left center field for a base hit.
Yeah, someone's got to take control out there. Someone has got to call that and make a play on it.
The catcher, number 25.
That brings up Jacob Weiss, now the catcher. He's out of Pacific University. Hails from Atwater, California. Right-handed batter, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. 1 on, 1 out for the Knights here. Top of the second. Fastball from Miller just outside. 1-0 the count. Yeah, just a little miscommunication out there, wasn't it? Left fielder, I think, had a bead on it. Guerrero, but the center fielder, I think, may have called him off and then just kind of lost it, O'Hara. Here's the next pitch. Strike this time. Evens up the count. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, the biggest thing about it, someone's got to take control and go get that ball and dive if you have to, because the ball's not going to go very far. You got a teammate right behind you.
Right.
So the guy that's got that angle in front is the one that should go after that play.
Throw over to first base. Kiko Romero over there. Pretty good lead for Romero, too, at first base as Miller looks in. Here's the pitch. Fastball strike again for Miller. 1 ball, 2 strikes now on the catcher, Jacob Weiss. Guess no surprise the catcher's 6'1", 200. Catchers are usually pretty good size.
Yeah.
For your righty out there.
All right, 1-2 pitch. Here it comes and gets away from the catcher, and that will allow Romero to move to second on an error. Ball just got away from John Newman Jr. there, and that allowed Romero to move to second now with 1 out and a Runner in scoring position for the Knights.
Yeah, I don't know if the pitch fooled him or not, but that shouldn't have happened. He's got to knock that ball down, keep that ball in front of him, get the guy, keep him out of scoring position.
Miller checks the runner. Romero at second. 2-2 pitch. It's poked into center field, and it's going to drop in front of the center fielder, and that'll allow Romero to go to third base. O'Hara really didn't have a chance at that one, and that's the second consecutive hit now given up by Miller.
Now batting for the Corvallis.
Yeah, that was a legit hit there. So looks like the AppleSox got work to do now. It would be an ideal ground ball to our infielders and get a double play and get out of this.
That would be perfect with one out right now, and that brings up Kyler Stancato, the center fielder. Left-handed batter for the Knights. Stancato from Washington State University is where he goes to school, out of Glendale, Arizona. 6'3", 195-pound sophomore. And he takes the first pitch, and it's deep into center. O'Hara back, makes the catch. Romero tags. He'll score. And that'll be out number 2 in the inning, but the Knights do get the tying run, and we're now at 1 run apiece.
Yeah, that pass ball by the catcher cost the AppleSox a run right there.
Shortstop number 10, Riley Way.
So we're back to the top of the order now for the Knights, and Riley Way, the shortstop, walked his first time up, got all the way to third base, and was stranded there in the top of the first inning. Runner at first base is Jacob Weiss. First pitch strike from Miller, 0-1 the count. 2 outs here, top of the second inning. Throw over to first base by Miller. Corvallis must have some speed too. They're pretty worried about these runners at first base, but a lot of it is just to keep them honest, isn't it, E?
Yeah, you don't want them to get, you want to vary your pitches over there, change your rhythm. You don't want the runner to read you.
Base hit right field on an 0-1 pitch. Weiss rounds second and holds up there, and a solid hit this time in his second at bat for Riley Way.
Yeah, that was an outside pitch, and he didn't try to do too much with it. Just took it where the pitch was and hit it out there to right field. That was a good at bat.
The Corvallis Knights.
So Jacob Weiss is now at second base. Riley Way at first. 2 outs here, top of the second. That brings up Travis Bazana, the second baseman. He did reach on an error his last time up in the top of the first. Left-handed batter, one of those short lefties you were talking about, E. Miller looks in. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. As shadows begin to creep out into the infield here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Well, we're not complaining about the shadows, are we?
No, I'm fine with a little shadow here.
We've got some hot bald spots back here we're taking care of, so.
Well, thanks a lot.
A little too much information there, E?
Yeah, we don't need to go there, Grams.
No balls and a strike now to the second baseman, Bazana, the left-handed hitter. 2 on, Riley Way at first and Jacob Weiss at second. Miller checks the runner, Weiss at second, now delivers. The ball gets away again from the catcher. That'll allow both runners to advance. And now the force is off for the AppleSox with 2 out here in top of the second.
They'd have to go down with another pass ball in my book. That catcher's got to do everything he can to stop that ball. That's twice this inning.
John Newman Jr., the catcher for the AppleSox, having a little bit of difficulty.
Well, let's hope it doesn't hurt.
Right. Happens again, it's probably a run. Here's the pitch, curveball in there for a strike that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That was a nice pitch.
Yeah, it was. I don't think Bazana was looking for that. So
he did fool him without a doubt.
Yeah. But now we got to get a good pitcher and get out of this inning again.
2 strikes on the second baseman, Bazana. Here's the pitch, hit to the second baseman, fields it cleanly over to first base and out number 3. But the Knights get a couple of hits and a run, and as we go to the bottom of the second, it's the AppleSox 1 and the Knights 1. 60 seconds and we're back to the field. Stay with us.
Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Current. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play. Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Current. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Grant Olson and Eric Kuntz back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium as we go to the bottom of the second inning, all tied up. It's Corvallis 1 and the AppleSox 1. And we touched on this a little bit in the pregame, E, that the AppleSox have not played Corvallis since August 7th of 2017 here in Wenatchee. Isn't that hard to believe? 4 years ago. And the last time that they, the AppleSox beat the Knights, got to go all the way back to June 12th of 2018. The Knights have won 8 consecutive games against the AppleSox, and boy, that's just hard to believe, isn't it? Including a 3-game sweep back in the end of June at Goss Stadium in Corvallis. So, boy, the AppleSox have lost 5 straight home games, including 8 straight to the Knights. So, a little bit of urgency for the AppleSox here in this one.
Yeah, it just seems that Corvallis has their number right now, but you never know. That number can change. It's hard to keep winning these games against good teams. So
there have been a lot of one-run games in there too. First batter for the AppleSox, he's swinging, and it's the catcher John Newman Jr. Nice play by the third baseman Tanner Smith, and to the first baseman, out number 1.
Yeah, routine ground ball. Nice play.
Easy work for Uber there. His first batter, Ty Uber, here in the bottom of the second inning. That brings up A.J. Guerrero now, as we mentioned, maybe one of the hottest hitters in all the West Coast League. He's only played 2 games, but boy, what a 2 games he's played. 7 at-bats, 5 hits for Guerrero. How about this average? 714 right now for the right-hander. Here's the first pitch, and he takes strike 1.
Yeah, things will average out.
They will
as
average
the season
out.
goes on. If he continues hitting at a clip like this, we'll see him in the big league for next year. So.
Here's Uber's delivery, and that's strike 2. So quickly here, 2 strikes on A.J. Guerrero. Usually happens after you brag somebody up.
Oh, yeah.
3 straight pitches. On deck is Zach Taglia, the third baseman for the AppleSox. Guerrero swinging at that 2-strike pitch, and the shortstop has a hard time handling it, and Guerrero is going to get to first base. Shortstop Riley Way bobbled a little bit, and that allowed Guerrero to get to first base.
Yeah, one of those high choppers, very hard to get. You got to make a perfect play on it. Got to make a perfect play.
And you're kind of guessing at the bounce, too, on those, aren't you?
Yeah, the first play is the third baseman. If he can get it, he can, but he couldn't. So the shortstop, it's a short hop. It's a tough play to make.
Now it's Zach Taglia, the third baseman for the AppleSox, a freshman out of Utah. Good average so far this year at 391. Right-handed batter, first pitch low from Uber.
And that was probably a base hit, so it keeps his Guerrero keeps hitting at that 714 pace.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, 0-1 the count. Toss over to first base. Guerrero dives back safely. Big right-hander, Zach Taglia at the plate. 1 out here, bottom of the second inning. Uber looks in, here's the pitch, fastball, strike right over the middle of the plate. Count evens up now, 1 ball, 1 strike.
See, the strike zone on this gentleman is a little different than it is on Simpson. So,
well, that's a good point, too.
It's a little easier to throw to a big guy.
Right. Took something off that pitch and fooled Taglia, and the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Yeah, it looked like a hard slider or something. The ball had some movement on it.
Once again, Ty Uber, the starter, throws it over to first base. Currently a freshman at Stanford University.
So he's basically smarter than you and I are combined?
Combined, yes. Thanks for pointing that out, too.
Oh, sure. I threw myself in there.
Guerrero goes at first base to throw down to second, and they get him for out number 2. So I was close there at second base. Guerrero, a good jump, but a nice throw. It really was by the catcher, Jacob Weiss.
Yeah, that was a good play.
All right, Taglia, 2 balls, 2 strikes. That one gets away from the catcher, O'Hara. That takes the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here, bottom of the second inning. We're all tied, 1 apiece. Nobody on for the AppleSox. Jackson Vanderbrake from West Valley High School is on deck if they get that far, the second baseman. All right, here we go. Count's full. Uber the windup and the pitch. Swung on. Pop fly. Shallow center field. The center fielder comes in. And that's Kyler Stancato makes the catch for out number 3. So the AppleSox get no runs here as we move to the top of the third. We stay. AppleSox 1 and the Knights 1. Back again in 60 seconds. Stay with us.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Currents. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play. Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Currents. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play.
1-1 our score as we go to the top of the third inning. It's the 20-7 Corvallis Knights and the 10-14 Wenatchee AppleSox. Second series of the year between the two teams. We mentioned last inning the Corvallis Knights swept the AppleSox June 25th, 26th, and 27th. Down in Corvallis. So the AppleSox, they need a win against Corvallis. It's been a long drought going all the way back to 2018. 8 consecutive losses to Corvallis. So Wenatchee is hoping to break that streak here tonight.
And try with their third straight win in a row, which would be huge.
It would be huge.
Yep.
Tanner Smith comes up first for the Corvallis Knights. The third baseman grounded out to first his last time up. Right-handed batter, once again from Oregon State University. As Trey Miller stays out here for the third inning. First pitch low, ball 1.
Yeah, he laid down a great bunt that first time up and sacrificed himself, so he's got a chance to swing the bat this time.
Miller the windup. 1-1 score, top of the third. Here's the pitch. Took something off that one a little bit, and it's a little bit low. Ball 2, 2-0 the count. AppleSox playing Tanner Smith pretty much straight away in the outfield. Ball is hit to the third baseman for the AppleSox is Taglia over to first base for out number 1. Up next for the Corvallis Knights is Tayson Cairo. He grounded out to the pitcher for out number 2 his last time up. left-handed batter, one of those short left-handed batters we were talking about. Just makes that strike zone so much smaller. It's just, I guess, the way it is, right?
Sometimes I'd rather hit him than pitch to him.
Let's not encourage that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Cordio, by the way, I don't have his batting average here. I thought I did, E.
Let's see what I can find.
I guess I don't so far in the season. Oh, here it is, batting 200 so far on the season in 19 games for Corvallis. Takes ball or strike one. Now the count evens up. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here, top of the third. On deck is the designated hitter, Nick Vogt. Miller the windup, just a piece of it. Corio that time as the count goes 1-2 now. Nobody on here for Corvallis, 1 out.
Yeah, that was an off-speed pitch in the inside part of the play. That was a great pitch right there.
I think Miller's making all his pitches so far here, at least through 2.5. Not bad with his off-speed stuff, and his fastball looks pretty good right now, too. Here's that fastball up a little bit that time, and that evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, he's mixing in his pitches well. He's keeping the hitters off balance. The only balls they've hit hard, I think, have been the fastballs. He's gotten up a little bit, but other than that, he's doing a good job out there. He's keeping his team in the ball game. That's what you want from your starting pitcher.
Here's the pitch from Miller. Ground ball, second base, fielded cleanly over to first base for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for the Knights here in the top of the third, and that brings up the designated hitter Nick Vogt now.
Number 12, Nick Vogt.
Struck out his last time up. Right-handed hitter, good-sized kid, 6'1", 187-pounder. Miller looking strong here, top of the third, 2 ground outs. This one gets away from the catcher and goes back to the bat stop. Seen that a lot tonight. Both sides, actually.
Yep.
Newman for the AppleSox, Weiss for the Corvallis Knights.
It's not so bad with nobody on base, but
right.
with someone on base,
well, it costs you, like you mentioned earlier.
It'd be a 1-0 ball game.
1 ball, no strikes now to Nick Vogt, the designated hitter. 2 down. This one also ball, 2-0 now. Miller the windup on this 2-0 count. Vogt swings, high chopper, third base. Took a long time to get there, not going to make a play to first base. Boy, that's a tough play for Zach Toglia to make.
Yeah, we had that same in the last inning, but third baseman could get to this one and still couldn't make a play. Even if the shortstop would have got it, I don't think they would have had a play at first base.
Right.
The ball was up in the air long enough, and the runner was fast enough to beat it out no matter who got it. So.
Now it's Jake Harvey, the left fielder, also struck out his last time up. Right-handed batter from Kennewick, Washington. Digs in on the right side. Here's the pitch from Miller, a bunt, and it's bunted foul to the right side. 0-1 the count.
You try to drag men up the first base side, knowing the pitcher, the first baseman's holding the runner on, and there's a little spot right there.
Right,
if he hits a good bunt, all he has to do is just beat the pitcher, and he's got himself a base hit.
Is that something you see with 2 outs, though, in the inning?
No, every once in a while, if you got something that they're not expecting it.
Throw over to first base by Miller.
And if they're not expecting it, a drag bunt, third baseman's back behind the bag. If you got any kind of wheels, you put it anywhere down there, short grass like that. And
so you're basically trying to catch him off guard a little bit.
Oh yeah. You're trying to get a little 2-out rally going, and a little drag bunt can get us started.
Runner goes at first base. Vogt, throw down to second, gets past the shortstop for the AppleSox, Justin Simpson, and a stolen base now for Nick Vogt. Count 1 ball, 1 strike to the hitter Jake Harvey. Now a runner in scoring position for the Knights with 2 outs here in the top of the third. Kiko Romero is on deck, who had a hit his last time up and scored the only Corvallis run. pitch. Harvey wanted it, didn't take it though. Nice stop at home plate by the catcher, John Newman Jr.
I believe the coach had a discussion with Mr. Newman probably the last half inning about balls into the dirt.
Yeah. Now it does matter. Runner at second base.
Yes, it is huge to keep everything in front of you as a catcher.
2 balls, 1 strike to the batter, Jake Harvey, the left fielder. Pitch by Miller. Just a piece of it, and it goes foul. Nice one-handed grab by the AppleSox coach.
Corvallis coach.
Or Corvallis coach, I mean.
Those always look nice. They look good. But those hard ones they hit at you just try to get out of the way.
You're just ducking.
Oh, yeah. You don't want to get hit one of those hard balls hit to you.
Counts even. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Harvey digs in. Miller looks in. Runner at second is Vogt. Throw back there, and it gets into shallow center field dangerously.
All right, gang, let's hear some noise.
But no harm done there. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, it's cooling off here now. We're getting a little bit of shade as shade creeps out into the infield and into a little bit of left field.
Yep.
Crowd trying to get the AppleSox get a stop here and get out of this top of the 3rd inning. 1-1 our score. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball, and it misses high and outside. It takes the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Gosh, I remember doing the AppleSox season in 08, one of the best summers of my life. I think it was my wife's worst summer, being gone for 6 days on the road at a time, but that was so fun. You get to travel with the players and meet them. You meet their parents at away games. It was just a great experience. Swing and a miss for strike 3, and Harvey his 2nd strikeout of the night. That ends the top of the 3rd inning. The Corvallis Knights strand a runner at second, and we stay AppleSox 1 and Knights 1 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning right after this. Stay with us.
With PUD rebates, we'll give you money to upgrade your house and reduce your energy footprint.
The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
We are back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium for live coverage of Wenatchee AppleSox baseball here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I'm Grant Olson along with Eric Kuntz, and great to have you here as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning, and we're all tied up 1-1. Corvallis has out-hit the AppleSox 4-1 so far in this one, but the AppleSox now bring up, I guess, sort of local product. You can call it that. West Valley. Jackson Vanderbrake, the second baseman, right-handed hitter. He's swinging on the first pitch and fouls it back. 0-1 the count. He's a great athlete. That whole family was really athletic down at West Valley, weren't they?
Yeah, he's got a couple of brothers that are excellent athletes. I used to coach Eastmont High School, and we'd go down there, and it'd be his one brother, and then it'd be another brother. And I think this is the youngest of the 3 that I know of. There may be another one below him, but each one of them great basketball players.
And track, if I remember
baseball
right.
Players, good athletes, wide receivers. I mean, the whole Vanderbrake family, great athletes.
Didn't really want that one, but it hits his bat and goes foul. Count stays at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Vanderbrake, by the way, is a sophomore at Tacoma Community College. He'll lead it off. Dakota Duffalo is on deck for the AppleSox. And then back to the top of the order, and Justin Simpson. Ball gets away from the catcher and almost overthrows the first baseman, but Vanderbrake is out. Strikeout, I guess, is what you call that, isn't it? He dropped it. But
yeah, it's a strikeout, 2-3 officially.
Right.
swung at the ball in the dirt.
So one quick out here for the AppleSox here in the bottom of the 3rd inning, and that now brings up the bottom of the order. 9th hitter, Dakota Duffalo. Right-handed hitter. Ty Uber still out there, the pitcher for the Corvallis Knights.
It's nice when your number 9 hitter has a .338 batting average.
Boy, isn't it?
Yeah. That the pitcher can't take a hitter off if your number 9 guy's got that. And he must get on base quite a bit too. So
here's the pitch. Duffalo, a nice swing right to the 3rd baseman. Takes a little bit of a time on his throw. Gets it over there, and that is out number 2 for the AppleSox. Nice play by Tanner Smith getting it over to Kiko Romero. Back to the top of the order now we go. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and Justin Simpson, the shortstop, walked and scored back in the 1st inning. The only run for the AppleSox. They could use a base runner right here, left-handed batter.
I think the first 5 hitters are all left-handers for the AppleSox.
I think they are too.
Yeah, load up against a right-handed pitcher.
Here's Uber, the windup, the pitch. It's fouled back. 1 strike, no balls, 1 strike here on the shortstop, Justin Simpson. Uber looks in, here's the windup, the pitch, low, bounces in front of the plate. Nice stop that time by Weiss. And the count evens up, 1 ball, 1 strike. Uber looks in, doesn't take too much time out there either. Paul has popped into center field, but right to the center fielder, and that is Kyler Stancato for out number 3. No runs, no hits for the AppleSox as we move to the top of the 4th now, and the score stays. Corvallis 1 and Wenatchee 1. Back to the field in 60 seconds.
Starts with people.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care, they speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
All tied up at 1 run apiece as we head to the top of the 4th inning. Wenatchee 1 and Corvallis Knights 1. And just so you might want to know, Wenatchee currently has a 2-game winning streak. In their last 5 games, they are 2-3. The last 10 games, 3-7. And this is what's really surprising to me, is the last 5 games here at Paul Thomas Senior Field, 1-4 for the AppleSox. Usually this is a place where they take care of business, but not so much lately.
Yeah, home is where you want to win, a majority of your games, and you want to split on the road.
Right. Up first is Kiko Romero, the first baseman. Did get a hit to center field his first time up and scored the only run for Corvallis. Left-handed batter, first pitch, Miller in there for a strike.
And I believe after this game, we have 16 home games remaining.
Right.
That's about right. So.
Yep, we're halfway through, I believe, tonight, right?
Out of those 16, you kind of want to go, 10 and, well, you want to go better than 10 and 6, 12 and 4, something like that. You want to win at home. That's where you want to win most of your games are at home. So.
Romero, a 209 batter for the Knights. 1 ball, 1 strike here, top of the 4th inning. Starting pitcher Trey Miller still out there for the AppleSox. Both pitchers look pretty strong right now, Ty Uber and Trey Miller. Right-handed pitcher, here's the pitch. Good swing that time by Romero. Hit hard and past the right fielder. Romero's going to get extra bases as he digs into second and stops there for a double into right field.
Yeah, he jumped on the fastball there and hit the heck out of it. That was a line drive.
So Romero all the way to second, as I mentioned, scored the other run for Corvallis, and with no outs here in the top of the fourth, Corvallis has a runner in scoring position and brings up the catcher Jacob Weiss, also a base hit his last time up to center field and got stranded at third base.
And I think the AppleSox are looking bunt. They got the first baseman coming in. Third baseman has to stay at home, so the pitcher has the third base line on a bunt.
Weiss digs in, right-handed hitter, big kid. Curveball in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Miller. No out here, top of the fourth inning.
Yeah, you don't want to give into the bunt. You know, that's pretty much, that's why I probably start on with the curveball. They're probably the hardest
That's a
pitch.
good point.
The hardest pitch to bunt is a curve.
Fastball this time, and it goes over the third baseman's head, and this is going to be a hit and another run for Romero as he comes around to score. Weiss will stay at first base, and the Knights lead it now 2-1. Solid base hit there over the third baseman's head.
One of those high hoppers that we've had 3 high hoppers, 3 base hits.
That's true, too. Nothing is really, well, hit by Romero into right was pretty solid, but no, you're right.
Yeah.
That brings up another lefty now for Corvallis. Kyler Stancato hit a sacrifice fly that scored Romero back in the second inning. Once again, a left-handed hitter. Miller looks in, the pitch. The bunt is laid down beautifully down the third base line. Throw to first, and that was awfully close. He calls him safe over there at first. Great play by the AppleSox third baseman, Zach Toglia. But just a little bit too late, and now Weiss moves to second and Stancato to first.
That was a better bunt than it was a play. That was a great bunt right there, right in that little spot where.
It was a beautiful bunt. On natural grass, it really dies too, doesn't it?
It does, and he got a great jump after he bunted it, and the guy made a great play. Third baseman did all he could do.
Top of the order we go again for Corvallis and Riley Way is 1 for 2 so far. Had a walk and then a hit to right field his last time up. He shows bunt and hits it foul down the third base line.
Yeah, that was more of the sacrifice kind than the drag bunt.
With no outs, you can get away with that, though, can't you, just to advance the runners?
Yeah. Stancato did a drag bunt. This is basically and your leadoff hitter should be a good bunter and stuff.
Right.
So I would be very surprised if he didn't lay it down again.
And as we know, a lot of speed there at the plate right now as well. 2 on, shows bunt. Doesn't make contact, and that's strike 2 now quickly on Riley Way, the shortstop.
Well, he's got to get himself up. He kind of go up there more like a drag bunt, the sacrifice. You give yourself up early.
You got to commit, though, don't you?
Well, yeah, you move up in the box. You square around early. You let everybody in the ballpark going to know what you're trying to do.
Weiss at second, Stancato at first. Riley Way, the batter, sharp hit to shortstop. Underhand throw to second, a bobble, and they do get Weiss, or I should say Stancato. But Jacob Weiss moves to third, and Romero will stay at first, or should say Way will stay at first base. So runners at the corners now.
Might have had a double play if he would have filled it cleanly.
Number 7, Travis Bazana.
Which was the right play, because you'll take 2 outs there to advance the runner. I think the ball got stuck in his mid, it looked like. He had a hard time getting rid of it.
That happens too, doesn't it?
It does.
1 out now, and that brings up the second baseman, Travis Bazana. Reached on an air and then grounded out to second his last time up.
Yeah, Way's going. He's stealing this at bat. He wants to get 2 guys in scoring position with only 1 out. He leads the team in stolen. He's going.
Good lead over there at first base. Another throw over to first. AppleSox thinking like you, E.
Oh, yeah.
John Newman Jr., the catcher, on alert right now.
Amen. Yeah, and he knows nothing can get by him. He gets a run will score if it does.
Jacob Weiss at third, and the speedy Riley Way, and there he goes. The throw by Newman to second. They're not going to get Way as he slides in safely. And that takes the force away from the AppleSox, and that's just what Corvallis wanted here. So now it's Riley Way at second, Jacob Weiss at third with first base open.
Now if you're an AppleSox pitcher, you be smart. You don't care if you walk them. If you walk them, you're fine with it because you load up. You get yourself a double play created.
Just don't want to give him something good, right? There's a curveball for a strike.
No, you throw curves, you throw off speed, you don't give him anything good to hit. If you walk him, no big deal. You still got yourself a double play in order. So right now he's got to be very careful. If you don't make the pitch you want, you got 2 RBIs.
Right. 1-1 count now on Bazana. Grounder to short, throw to first, and they're not going to get him. Slow roller to short. Maybe should have charged that one a little bit. Just didn't have time to get the speedy Bazano as another run scores. Weiss comes in to score. And Corvallis now leads at 3-1 with runners still at the corner at first and third with only 1 out.
Yeah, I bet you that was a ball. I think he just went and got that one.
I think so too.
Yeah.
So now it's Tanner Smith up to bat, grounded out to first his first time up, and then grounded out to third back in the third inning. Still only 1 out. Runners at the corner for the Knights now lead at 3-1. There's a strike from Miller.
And the bullpen's starting to stir over there for the AppleSox. They got some guys walking around and stretching out, and the catcher's getting his gear on. So,
yeah, it's about that time. Here we are, top of the 4th inning. 2 runs in already this inning for the Knights. Runner goes from first, no throw down that time as Newman fakes the throw to second. An easy steal for Bazana that time.
Well, with the speedy way over there, any kind of errant throw he's going to score. So
absolutely.
You fake it, you hope the guy's running on your fake, and then you can pick him off at third. But you can get away with that at the high school, junior high ball. But
right
up here at the college level, you're not going to fool them.
Tanner Smith count 1-1. With Tayson Corio on deck for Corvallis. Nice stop by Newman. Ball hits the dirt, and a batter went around. They call a strike there. That's a break for Miller as the count goes to 1-2 now.
All right, gang, let's make some noise for our pitcher, Mr. Miller.
I think Smith was pretty surprised they called the strike on him there.
You know, I umpired a couple years ago, and I still umpire, and that's a tough call. That's why you go right to the base umpire. He has a better view than the home umpire.
Tanner Smith from Oregon State takes this one high for ball 2. Count evens up now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. So as I mentioned, Tayson Corio on deck. Nick Vogt, the designated hitter, he's on deck with a hit his last time up. Miller in the windup now as a count even at 2-2. Here's the pitch, low, and another nice stop by Newman. Every time he kind of throws that off-speed pitch, he hit short of the plate.
Yeah, he might be shortening his arm a little bit. Might not be throwing it like he should. Obviously, he's trying to get the guy to chase it because a couple of hitters already, Corvallis, have chased the ball in the dirt. So,
well, in his last appearance, too, he only pitched 1 inning, gave up 3 runs, all of them earned in his last outing. Here's the swing, and it's a grounder to the third baseman. Looks way down at first. Nice play, and gets the runner Smith at first base.
Yeah, that was exactly the way you do it. See what that runner's doing, see what he's thinking, go get that out.
Zach Toglia has made a couple of nice plays now at third base for the AppleSox. Tall, lanky third baseman. As it brings up the lefty now, Tayson Corio. The right fielder. Grounded out to the pitcher back in the first inning, then grounded out to the second baseman back in the third. 2 outs now for the AppleSox, 3-1 Knights. Here's the pitch by Miller, swing and a miss, strike 1. Miller still got his fastball going here in the 4th.
Yeah, he's still throwing hard.
Once again, the Knights have runners at second and third. It's way on third. Bazana at second base. Here's the pitch. High fly ball out into right field. The AppleSox right fielder Duffalo there to make the catch for out number 3. But the Knights do some damage with 4 hits and 2 runs in the top of the 4th inning. And now Corvallis leads the AppleSox by a score of 3-1. We're back right after this.
Turn our attention to the scoreboard and tape.
If Bigfoot can get cash back with a PUD rebate on heat pump water heaters, so can you. The rebates are real. Save $800 on your next water heater. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more. If Bigfoot can get cash back with a PUD rebate on new insulation, so can you. The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
So Corvallis gets 2 runs in the top of the 4th and now lead this one 3-1 as we head into the AppleSox bottom of the inning, and we'll go right to the top of the order with Justin Simpson. He'll be followed by Michael O'Hara and then Adam Grobe, the designated hitter in the hole. So Simpson starting things off. First time up, walked and scored. Once again, the only run the AppleSox have scored here tonight. Is this Simpson? I have this messed up here.
I think this is O'Hare.
Oh, it is O'Hare. You're right. I'm sorry.
Right. Simpson
flew out to center.
Flew out to center field.
My mistake. Thank you, E.
All right. That's why I'm here, Grant.
I know. You're just that way.
Oh, well.
Okay. So we've got Michael O'Hara, the center fielder, up. He struck out back in the first inning. First pitch. Guess it didn't register. Haven't seen what it was. Here's the pitch now. That's a little bit low fastball. Oh, it's 3 balls, no strikes.
Yep, 3-0. Trying to get on base, trying to get a little rally going for your team.
O'Hara, the lefty, .333 batting average so far this season. Here's the pitch right over the middle of the plate by Uber. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike. Uber's been solid tonight, too. Miller's pitched well, but Uber, he's got all his stuff working for Corvallis.
Yeah, he's throwing good. He's given a 1 hit, 2 hits.
High foul ball over our heads and out of play.
He's given up 1 hit.
Right, 1 hit.
Yep.
Corvallis 8 hits. The AppleSox 1. Both teams with an error in this one, but the Knights lead it 3-1. Full count now on the center fielder, Michael O'Hara. Here's the pitch, solid shot to second base, but right at the second baseman, Bazana, over to the first baseman, Romero. And that's out number 1 for the AppleSox. Sharply hit, but right at him. And quickly out number 1 for the Sox. Adam Grobe comes up now. A strikeout back in the first inning. He's a designated hitter with a .329 average for the AppleSox, right-handed batter. Uber, wind-up pitch outside, just missed with that pitch, and count is 1-0. Nobody on for the AppleSox. Need some runners here. Down 3-1. Wind up from Uber. Boy, he doesn't waste any time out there, does he, between pitches?
Well, you don't want to.
Especially when you're kind of in a rhythm, right?
Well, you want to get going. You don't want your defense falling asleep. You don't want any of that. You want to get the ball, get on the mound, get your sign, and pitch. You don't want it. You want keeping the rhythm.
Here he goes. 2-0 count. That one right over the middle for strike 1. 2-1 now the count. On the designated hitter, Adam Grobe. Luke Stuka, the first baseman, is on deck, and the catcher, John Newman Jr. in the hole. Uber already the windup. He's dealing. Swing and a miss by Grobe, and count goes to 2-2 now. Knights playing Grobe pretty much straight away in the outfield as he waits for the pitch from Uber. Here it comes. took something off that one, but just missed outside. Takes the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Looks like he's throws himself a hard slider. That ball is pretty hard and moving on him. So obviously got a good fastball, good slider, and seems some kind of a changeup I think I've seen.
All right, here's the money pitch. Full count. Swing way ahead of that one, Adam Grobe. And for the second time tonight, strikes out.
Yeah, that was another off-speed pitch. It was diving away from the hitter, and didn't get it.
2 up, 2 down for the AppleSox here in the bottom of the 4th. Brings up Luke Stuka now, the first baseman, grounded out to second base back in the first inning. He'll be followed by John Newman Jr. and then A.J. Guerrero, the left fielder in the hole. Left-handed batter Stuka at the plate. Uber winds up, delivers. Stuka just got a piece of that, showed bunt, and it's strike 1.
That was a great idea. Third baseman's playing way over in the hole. Got kind of a little mini shift on.
Yeah, they do too.
Against Stuka, and he saw that hole there, and he tried to just get on base, try to get anything going for his team.
Boy, there is a giant hole between the third base bag and the third baseman for Corvallis, Tanner Smith. Another bunt attempt, and this one goes just foul down the third base line. So quickly to count 0-2. 2 out, 0-2 kind of changes your mindset on the bunt now a little bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, you won't be bunting.
No.
You'll be swinging away. And but yeah, good idea though. I mean, you got a chance to get on base, you do it.
Well, you need runners. That's for sure.
Right.
Any way you can get them, right?
Any way you can get on base, you get on base. And now you can notice he's backed up in the box just a little bit.
Wide stance at the plate.
Well, he was way up in the box. First 2 pitches for that was bunts. Now he's back in the box. In his regular stance.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Stuka gets all of this one out to right field. Is it going to get out? It does. Goodbye, baseball. Just what the doctor ordered. Home run. And it's 3-2. Boy, Stuka got all of that one.
He jumped on a high fastball. And I bet you the pitcher out there is pretty disappointed with himself right there, because you do not throw a strike on 0-2.
Boy, and he got that one right over the right center field wall, and that no doubt about that one.
Yeah.
Only the second hit of the night for the AppleSox, but boy, do they make it count, and it's 3-2. Brings up the catcher now, John Newman Jr., who grounded out to third his last time up in the second inning. He'll be followed by A.J. Guerrero and Zach Toglia in the hole. First pitch swinging, slow bouncer to the shortstop, way in the dirt. Nice play. In fact, beautiful play by the first baseman, Kiko Romero. And that is out number 3. But the AppleSox get a big home run from Luke Stuka. Cuts the lead now. It's Corvallis 3 and the AppleSox 2. We're back to Paul Thomas Senior Stadium in 60 seconds.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
Hi everybody, in North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
So the AppleSox get a solo home run from first baseman Luke Stuka over the right field wall to cut the Corvallis lead to 3-2 now as we head to the top of the 5th inning. And Corvallis coming up to bat, and Nick Vogt, the designated hitter, will be the first one up. 1 for 2 on the night, struck out in the first, did get a hit back in the 3rd inning.
And Miller's still on the hill for the AppleSox.
He is. Jake Harvey on deck for the Knights, followed by Kiko Romero in the hole, who's had just a hot night tonight and just made a beautiful play over at first base defensively. Miller comes out for the top of the 5th inning. I'm sure his longest outing so far this season. Here's the first pitch, right over the plate, strike one. Nick Vogt out of Woodland, California, and attends Cal Santa Barbara College. He's a sophomore there. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch by Miller in the dirt. Nice stop again by Newman, and the count goes to 1-1.
Still kind of throwing that off speed in the dirt. You know, Corvallis hitters will chase them. A few of them have, a few of them haven't.
I think it's been more haven't, don't you, tonight than have?
Yeah.
Counts even. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Took something off that one, but missed outside. The count goes 2-1. 8 hits on the night for Corvallis. 2 is all for the AppleSox, but boy, they've made them count so far in this one. And both teams has committed an error here in the top as we get to the top of the 5th. 2-1 the count. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt again. Nice play by Newman. It's 3-1 now the count. AppleSox do have a little bit of activity out in the bullpen area. Just playing some catch right now, E.
Yeah, just in case. Have a good quick inning and Mr. Miller may stay out, but
3 balls, 1 strike as Miller looks in on Vogt. The pitch sharply hit into the outfield over the outstretched arms of the AppleSox shortstop Justin Simpson. So the Knights start off with a hit here in this 5th inning.
Ball hit hard. Nothing Mr. Simpson can do over there.
So Vogt at first base. Jake Harvey comes up, the left fielder. 2 strikeouts on the night, the right-handed hitter.
I'm kind of watching this coach down in Corvallis, see if he's giving the bunt sign.
By the way, 3 strikeouts on the night for Trey Miller. 1 on, it's Vogt. Here's the pitch from Miller, high to Harvey. On deck, Kiko Romero, probably the hottest hitter tonight, and Jacob Weiss follows him in the hole.
You know, the AppleSox, they played them a 3-game series earlier. The players on the bench, their job is to watch the coach and the other team to try to steal signs.
Right.
So hopefully our Seahawks, here we go.
Runner goes, Vogt from first. Newman, the throw down to second. Nice play, but they don't get him. Nice play by the shortstop, Justin Simpson, with the tag, but Vogt gets second base on a stolen base. So now another runner in scoring position for the Knights.
Good jump.
Harvey at the plate. 1-1 the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Harvey has struck out twice tonight. As Miller looks in with the runner on second now. Harvey, the sharp hit to third base. A rundown. They may have They got Vogt, who went just a little bit too far between second and third, and a heads-up play by the AppleSox third baseman Taglia. And they get that lead runner. Boy, that's big.
Yeah, that was a great play. That was bad base running. And a great play by our third baseman.
Really was.
Yep.
Now it's Kiko Romero, as I mentioned, 2 for 2 on the night. Got a hit out to center field in the second, then hit a double his last time up. And scored 2 of the 3 Corvallis runs.
He's a guy we want to get out for sure.
Says he's only batting .209 this season in 21 games for Corvallis, but he's sure playing better than that here tonight. First pitch is a ball, 1-0 the count. On deck is Jacob Weiss with Kyler Stancato, the number 9 hitter, in the hole. It's been the bottom of the order that's done the damage for Corvallis here tonight.
They've scored all 3 of their runs,
right.
7, 8, 9 hitters.
Throw over to first base by Miller. Harvey dives back in there cleanly.
In fact, they got 5 of their 9 hits.
Still no out. Top of the 5th inning. Runner at first for the Knights. 1 ball, no strike. Runners going, hit and run, beautifully done. Second baseman stumbles, gets it to first for out number 1, but that does move Harvey over to second, so Romero does his job and moves the runner over.
Yeah, Corvallis seen something little Miller that they can take advantage of him and try to get kind of a slow release home, and Corvallis is taking advantage of that.
They do see something out there, don't they?
Yeah, they do. You see a team 3 or 4 times. You try to figure out their pitchers. You know, the coaches have stopwatches or timing.
Jacob Weiss now comes to the plate. He also 2 hits tonight, 1 out to center field, 1 into left. Kyler Stancato on deck. Weiss, the catcher, followed by Stancato, the center fielder. 1-0 the count. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch from Miller, low. And it's 2 balls, no strikes. Runner still at second is Jake Harvey. After Stancato, it's right back to the top of the order for Corvallis and Riley Way. So Weiss at the plate, 2-0 the count. Here's the pitch by Miller. Foul ball down the third base line. Two balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. Miller checks the runner at second. Harvey, here's the pitch. Curveball, misses outside and a little bit low. 3 balls, 1 strike now. Now Newman's going to come out to have a little conference with Miller. What do you think this is about?
No, he's just saying, just be careful of this pitch here. It's 3-1. We don't want to give in to him. Don't want to give him a good pitch to hit. If we walk him, we're still in good shape.
As Newman Jr. comes back to home plate and Miller gets set at the mound. Once again, 2 outs here, top of the 5th inning. The count is 3-1 to the catcher Jacob Weiss. Kyler Stancato, the center fielder, on deck. Here's the pitch by Miller. Swing and a base hit between the shortstop and third baseman. They are wheeling Jake Harvey around. He comes home and scores. And the Corvallis Knights now lead it 4-2 here in the top of the 5th inning. Nice bit of hitting by Jacob Weiss there. He's 3 for 3 on the night. He
hit the ball hard.
Nice night from the plate for Weiss, the catcher. Now it's the center fielder, Kyler Stancato, hit a sacrifice fly in the 2nd and a bunt hit his last time up in the 4th.
The bottom part of the order is coming through again.
Boy, they really are.
For the Knights.
On deck, back to the top of the order, and Riley Way and Travis Bazana. 4-2, 4 runs on 10 hits for the Knights. AppleSox 2 runs on 2 hits. First pitch fouled back directly over the press box here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Also the home of the Wenatchee Valley Knights baseball team.
Yes.
It's a gorgeous field.
It's beautiful.
It is. I just love doing games here.
Well, look at the view.
It's fantastic.
Gorgeous view of East Wenatchee.
Not a bad crowd for a Friday night here either. Here's the pitch. That's in there, just outside, I guess. 1 ball, 1 strike now. It's Jacob Weiss stays at first base, and that 3 for 3 night so far here in the top of the 5th for the catcher. One and 1. Here's the pitch to Stancato, and he blisters this one into right field. Will Weiss go to third? No, he holds up at second. And once again, the bottom of the order coming through. Second hit of the night for Stancato.
And the bullpen's starting to heat up over there for the AppleSox. He's getting thrown a little harder.
Yeah, a little more sense of urgency for sure now as the Knights pick up their 11th hit here in the top of the 5th inning. And back to the top of the order we go with Riley Way, who walked, got a base hit to right, and then got on base on a fielder's choice at last inning. This kid can really move, so the AppleSox want to keep him off the base pass, but there's first and second right now. Jacob Weiss at second, Stancato at first base. First pitch, high and outside, ball one. 2 outs here, so the AppleSox just need an out to get out of this inning, and the damage would pretty much be minimal with just 1 run here. But they need that out.
Yeah, we do. We need to get out of this inning right here.
1-0 the count as Miller looks in. Most likely his last inning of the night. There's a nice pitch. Took something off that one. Over the plate, strike one.
Could be his last hitter.
You think so?
Yeah, if he get base hit, walk, something, I think he'll definitely.
We got a lefty coming up, but another righty in the bullpen, it looks like.
Well, the bullpen will be ready to go. So I think if he doesn't get this guy out, that'll be his last hitter.
Once again in the dirt with that pitch. Another nice stop by Newman, the catcher. And it's 2 balls, 1 strike.
It looks like he's running out of gas a little bit too, Mr. Miller is. I don't know if it's the heat of the day or.
Just took a deep breath out there too, so I think you're right.
Yeah, he's running out of gas a little bit.
Two and 1 pitch coming. Just low over the middle of the plate. Goes to 3-1 now. And the AppleSox in danger of loading the bases here for Travis Bazana, who's on deck.
Who had a base hit last time up.
He did, and a stolen base too.
Yep.
Runners at first and second, 2 outs, 3-1 count to the leadoff hitter, Riley Way, the shortstop. Pitch by Miller, swung on by Way, little nubber, second baseman, easy play, and the AppleSox get out of this inning. But not before the Knights score another run after the 4.5 innings. It's Corvallis 4 and Wenatchee 2. More baseball on the NCWLIFE Channel coming your way right after this.
If Bigfoot can get cash back with a PUD rebate on heat pump water heaters, so can you. The rebates are real. Save $800 on your next water heater. Visit conservationmakesense.org to learn more. If Bigfoot can get cash back with a PUD rebate on new insulation, so can you. The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakesense.org to learn more.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
Well, the AppleSox cut it to a one-run game back in the 4th, but the Knights get another run in the top of the 5th and now lead this one 4-2 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and the AppleSox up to bat with left fielder A.J. Guerrero. On deck is Zach Taglia, and in the hole, Jackson Vanderbrake coming up for the AppleSox. Only 2 hits so far on the night for the AppleSox. Uber has done an outstanding job for Corvallis.
Yeah, and this is the 5th inning, and it's their second time at bat, so Corvallis is doing a good job of keeping runners off of base.
Absolutely.
Going through the AppleSox order as fast as they can. They've had 2 innings where they've had 6 up, 6 down. They're in the second and third. And the AppleSox got a runner on and 4 runners. 4 hitters in the first and 4 in the fourth. The rest have been 3 outs. So they're doing a good job keeping AppleSox runners off base. And that's what you need to do. You need to don't let them get a rally going. You need to shut them down. And Corvallis so far have been pretty successful at that.
Guerrero did reach his last time up on an error and then had a stolen base. That was back in the 2nd inning. Right-handed batter, left fielder. First pitch swinging, but right to the third baseman, Tanner Smith, over to the first baseman, Romero. And that's out number 1 for the AppleSox, just like that.
Yeah, and Seahawks, there I go again. It's Panthers or Seahawks, not the. Anyway, the AppleSox are swinging at some first pitches, which you want the pitcher to try to get some pitches in. You want to have them work the count and whatnot. So
Obviously, they were told something, because we've seen that a lot tonight, taking that first pitch from Uber.
You know, of course, as a pitcher, you want to start off strike one. So
right.
the AppleSox to try and take advantage of that, but also you want to try to get that pitcher to get some pitches in.
Zach Toglia now at the plate takes strike one, a fastball. Flew out to center field, his only time at bat back in the second. His batting .391 on the season.
Yeah, he's stroking it well right now.
Big right-handed batter. Here's the pitch from Uber. Ahead of that one, and that's quickly strike number 2 now on Toglia.
Let's see if he's a little smarter than the last time he was 0-2 and gave up a home run to Stuka.
Boy, Toglia has played a great game at third base, too, I think, tonight. One out here, bottom of the 5th. Corvallis 4, Wenatchee 2 in the dirt by Uber that time, and a nice stop by Weiss behind the plate.
Yeah, I'm sure he had that discussion about 0-2 last time.
I'm sure he did,
Stuka tried to drag button twice and hit it.
Crushed it.
350 feet over the right field fence.
Uber, another fastball strike, and down goes Toglia for out number 2. So I've got, that's the 4th strikeout. No, 5th strikeout for Uber on the night.
5 strikeouts and getting 2 hits, and 2 runs. Both runs have been earned.
Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Vanderbrake, who did strike out back in the 3rd inning, his only time at the plate. Here's the pitch from Uber, and Vanderbrake way ahead of that pitch.
Well, like
strike
I say,
one.
They've got scouting reports in every hitter, and they say, okay, Vanderbrake, you throw low breaking balls, he'll chase them. You know, they know these hitters. They study them. Coaches are smart. They have pitching charts in each hitter.
Vanderbrake goes around there, it looks like, and that's quickly 2 strikes now in the West Valley product.
You saw it was low in the dirt, too, so he has a tendency to probably chase those, and Corvallis knows it, and I wouldn't be surprised right now if he throws right at the dirt, right at the front of the plate.
Here's the 0-2 pitch, and you're exactly right, in front of the plate and off the chest guard of the catcher Weiss, and the count goes 1-2 now on Vanderbrake. Dakota Duffalo is on deck if the AppleSox get there, followed by the leadoff hitter, Justin Simpson.
And usually they're probably not going to waste any off speed on Vanderbrake. They'll go right at him, low fastballs. Because right now that's probably where they know they can get him out.
And he's a swinger up there too.
He is.
All right, Uber looks in now on this 1-2 count. Here's the pitch. It's high, and Vanderbrake takes it for 2-2. Uber again not wasting any time between pitches. Here's the windup and the delivery. Boy, a little bit high, but that was awfully close. It takes the count full now, 3-2. That was close.
Yeah. Pitchers want those.
But if you're consistent calling those, then it's okay, I guess.
Then the pitchers and catchers know where the strikes are at.
Right. All right, here's the full count pitch, and it's fouled back by Vanderbrake. Count stays full at 3-2 now.
Oh, I just love to see kids chase foul balls over there. It just brings back memories of having you take your mitt to the game and see if you get yourself a foul ball. And in the old day, you used to take it back and get a snow cone for it.
There's a half swing. I don't think Vanderbrake wanted to swing, but he may beat this out. The throw over to first isn't going to get him, and Vanderbrake is safe over there because of great speed and the first hit of the night for Vanderbrake.
Yeah, he wheeled that one out.
Batting for the AppleSox right fielder, number 20.
So the AppleSox have a base runner now as Dakota Duffalo comes up, the right fielder, batting .338 on the season. Grounded out to third his last time up. And speaking of Dakota Duffalo, he didn't play last night, but he's 4th in the West Coast League with that .338 batting average. So very good hitter at the plate for the AppleSox here. 2 outs, runner on first. Bottom of the 5th, Corvallis leads at 4-2. Kind of a wild throw over to first, but a nice play by Romero.
And you want to be careful over there if you're Mr. Vanderbrake. Last thing you want to do is have an out made out of the bases when you're down by 2.
Boy, that's true. Duffalo at the plate, and then it's back to the top of the order for the AppleSox in Justin Simpson and Michael O'Hara. Uber looks in on, once again, the batter Duffalo. Throw over to first base.
Vanderbrake's with 1 stolen base this season.
Does have some speed, though. He ran that one out pretty quickly. I don't think they'll send him here with 2 outs.
I doubt it.
Nice lead by Vandenbrink. Not going. Pitch is high by Uber. 1-0 the count.
He's just trying to get the pitcher to think about him over there and
right
and get his mind off the hitter. Maybe group a fastball that Duffalo can take advantage of and hit in the gap and get us another run.
Uber once again checks out Vandenbrink over at first base. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss by Duffalo as Vandenbrink runs to second. He does get the steal as the count goes even now at 1-1. So a hit and a steal now for Jackson Vandenbrink, and the AppleSox have a runner in scoring position at second base. Small ball so far for the AppleSox here tonight.
Well, let's see if we can get a little 2-out lightning right now and get something started. Get a little rally going.
1 ball, 1 strike to Dakota Duffalo, the right fielder. He'll be followed by the shortstop, Justin Simpson. Here's the pitch, way out in front was Duffalo on that. And the count goes 1-2 now. Uber's had these AppleSox batters fooled by his off-speed stuff pretty much all night long, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he's thrown it at the right time to do it. When you're expecting a fastball, you might be thinking, all right, I'm going to be aggressive, get a fastball, hit it, and you throw an off-speed, and you still chase it.
Right. Here's the pitch. Swung on, lazy fly ball into left center field. The center fielder calls off the left fielder, and Kyler Stancato makes the play for out number 3. So the AppleSox strand a runner and leave 1 man on base, as I just said. And our score as we go to the top of the 6th, it's Corvallis 4, Wenatchee 2. Back with more baseball right after this.
With PUD rebates, we'll give you money to upgrade your house and reduce your energy footprint.
The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakesense.org to learn more.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Grant Olson and Eric Kuntz back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium on the campus of Wenatchee Valley College as we head to the top of the 6th inning, and it's Corvallis 4 and the Wenatchee AppleSox 2. Trey Miller out of the ball game now, starting pitcher for the AppleSox. Went 5 innings, gave up 11 hits and 4 runs. And now for the AppleSox on the mound is right-handed pitcher Rance Pittman, who's a junior at Southeast Missouri State, has a 6.75 ERA. He's 6'1", 196-pounder for the AppleSox. He has made 5 starts so far this season. 4 of those starts, no decisions for Rance Pittman. So we'll see what he can do with this Corvallis Knight lineup now as they send the number 2 hitter, Travis Bazana, to the plate. Reached on an error in the first, grounded out to second in the 2nd inning, and a base hit in the 4th for Bazana.
Now batting for the Corvallis Knights, number 7, Travis.
As we've mentioned throughout, the top of the order hasn't done a whole lot for Corvallis. It's been the bottom of the order, the 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters that have done the damage for the Knights here tonight. First pitch by Pittman is a ball. 1-0 the count. Bazana to bat, Tanner Smith on deck for the Knights, and Tayson Corio in the hole. Left-handed batter Travis Bazana with all kinds of speed. That pitch low and outside, and the count goes quickly 2-0 now to Bazana.
Rance Pittman.
He has a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, and a slider. This is what he likes to throw.
Here's the right-hander. He throws it in. That's a strike. Nice fastball that time as Bazana looks at that, and the count goes 2-1.
The junior from Southeast Missouri State.
I know it.
Wow.
Well, these players come a long way, don't they? He has played in the West Coast League in the summer of 2019. He played for the Cowlitz Black Bears and led the West Coast League with 9 saves in 2019.
And he was first team West Coast that year, I believe.
Well, they need him to be all league here tonight, here in the top of the 6th. The count is 3 balls, 1 strike to Bazana. Nice play by Pittman, right back to him. Underhand throw to the first baseman for the AppleSox, Luke Stuka, and that's out number 1.
Yeah, that's a way to field your position.
That brings up Tanner Smith now, the third baseman, grounded out to first in the first, grounded out to third in the third, and then grounded out again to third in the fourth inning. He's getting the bat on the ball. Just hasn't found an opening yet here tonight. Tayson Corio is on deck. Nick Vogt, the designated hitter, is in the hole. Foul back on the first pitch.
Well, Mr. Toglia was probably ready for another one, I'd imagine.
Once again, Rance Pittman on the mound for the AppleSox in relief for Miller. There's a hit into right field, shallow right field. Should be an easy play, and it is for Dakota Duffalo. Two outs now here in the top of the 6th, and that brings up the cleanup batter, Tayson Corio, the right fielder. A couple of ground outs and a fly out tonight. He's 0 for 3.
Number 3, Tayson Corio.
Left-handed batter, once again with a lot of speed. The designator Nick Vogt is on deck with Jake Harvey in the hole. Here's the first pitch by Pittman. Strike 1 over the middle of the plate. Get kind of a weird delivery, and I don't know how to explain his delivery. He leans back a little bit, and it's got to be a little disconcerting for the batter if you watch him right before he releases, right there.
Yep. Well, it's over the top.
It is.
And he hides the ball well. Usually as a hitter, you're looking right above that right shoulder, which your eyes are glued on that right shoulder, because usually that's where the ball comes from.
Right.
But he comes a little bit more over his head.
Swing and a miss on that nice pitch from Pittman, and count evens up now, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And one thing good about that, he's throwing down to the plate. His ball is going down instead of in a flat plane. It's got more of an angle down to the plate.
Boy, he does throw that way. This one over our heads towards the concession stand and hits the top of the concession stand building. Now 2 strikes, and that's big for the AppleSox here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here. Top of the 6th inning. It's been a 1-2 inning so far, and the AppleSox would love to make it a 1-2-3 inning heading to the bottom of the 6th.
They have not had a 1-2-3 inning yet tonight.
You know, you're right. They haven't.
This would be a great time to do it right now.
Here's the pitch over the plate. Strikeout, out number 3. 1-2-3. Down go the Knights, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. It's Corvallis 4, Wenatchee 2. Back in 60 seconds. Stay here.
Hi folks, welcome to Save Mart. How can we help you today?
We're looking for a recliner.
Okay, right this way. Go ahead and move this chase on the other side. You can lift this up. Time warranty.
Great, I want that one. I like that one.
That's a great choice.
And I want this one as well.
Okay.
And I definitely want this one.
Ooh. You'll find it at Save Mart. Full service at a low, low price.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Great to have you along on this baseball night here on the NCWLIFE Channel. It's the Wenatchee AppleSox and the Corvallis Knights as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. And Corvallis leads it by a score of 4-2 as the AppleSox send the top of the order up to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. It'll be Justin Simpson, Michael O'Hara, followed by Adam Grobe. And by the way, following this series against Corvallis, which goes on all this weekend, the AppleSox have a day off on Monday and then head to Bellingham for a 3-game series against the Bellingham Ballas. In fact, that'll be right here in Wenatchee on the 11th, 13th, or I should say 13th, 14th, and 15th as Bellingham comes to town. First pitch to Simpson is a strike. Once again, Uber out there. Remember doing a game in Bellingham when I was doing the AppleSox, and
right.
Jake Locker was playing for Bellingham at that time. Yeah, the UW quarterback.
Sure. I have family that live in Bellingham. I love it.
Gorgeous place. I love their stadium there. I don't remember the name of it, but it's an old kind of brick. Very cool.
We played state. We played State Legion there. Boski?
Yeah, that's it.
Something like that.
I think it is.
Boeski, something like that.
Sharp foul ball as the count goes. Stays, I should say, at 0-2 on the shortstop, Justin Simpson. Borleski Stadium.
Borleski, that's it. Darn it, I kept thinking about that. I'm glad you told me. I would have remembered at 2 o'clock this morning.
You called me.
Yeah.
What do you want?
It's Borleski. And then hang up.
Just a piece of that one was Simpson. By the way, he had a walk and scored a run for the AppleSox in the first inning and then flied out to center field in the third.
You know, their leadoff hitter Wade's been up 4 times. This is our 3rd time. So it does matter keeping the guys off base. Pitch your leadoff guys.
Absolutely.
The guys that are supposed to get on base. So
still 2 strikes, no balls. There's the first ball as the ball bounces in front of the plate from Uber that time. Now the count 1-2 to Justin Simpson, the shortstop.
And we have a little bullpen action over there for the Corvallis Knights. They have a left-hander over there just playing catch, warming up. So
it's probably not because of Uber's tired, just because of innings pitched so far here tonight, right?
Could be innings pitch. Could be a deal where we already got the South Division clinch. Uber, you're going to go 5 or 6. So next pitch is going to go a couple, and just work your bullpen a little bit. Get them some innings.
Simpson takes that one, too, for a ball. 2-2. 182 average. He's batting the best against right-handed pitching at 200. And a 125 average against lefties. Fouls this one off. Count stays at 2-2.
He's battling up there. See, that's what you got to do. You got to battle up there. Make that pitcher throw pitches.
An interesting stat about Justin Simpson, too. He's second on the AppleSox this season in walks with 15, and he leads the AppleSox in runs and has one here tonight.
Yep.
But leadoff hitters, you kind of expect that.
Yes, that's their job. Get on base.
It is. Here's Uber, the delivery, ball. After being ahead of Simpson 0-2, now it's full count 3-2.
Especially those little lefties.
Right, your favorite batters.
Well, back in my day when I had the fortune to play with the Mets in the minor leagues, there was this left-hander for the Boston Red Sox affiliate, and I hit him 4 times in a row in the game just because I was tired of facing him.
Didn't clear the benches. There's a hit up center field. Justin Simpson starts off this bottom of the 6th with a base hit for the AppleSox.
No, but he did lead the league in getting hit. He says, my job is to get on base.
And he admitted it.
Yeah, you hit me 4 times, got on base 4 times, I scored 3, so there.
These baseball players, though, taking pitches to get hit, they're fearless out there.
Yes, or not very smart.
Now it's the lefty, Michael O'Hara, the center fielder for the AppleSox, 0-for-2 on the night with a strikeout and a ground out to second. Runner at first, Justin Simpson for the AppleSox. He had a stolen base, I believe, also in the first inning. Here's the first pitch, and there he takes off, and he is going to make it. Weiss can't find the ball as it kind of rolled around home plate. And now the AppleSox have something cooking here. Bottom of the 6th inning with nobody out and a runner at second.
Once again, ball right in the dirt. As soon as that ball hits the ground, you go. He was going anyway, but that was a no-brainer there.
Michael O'Hara, by the way, batting great against right-handed pitchers. .314 on the year. He's a sophomore at Santa Clara College.
Well, I think the umpire took. that one there. They kind of Catcher went out to talk to the pitcher. Umpire kind of wanted over here, talk to the coach, brush the plate. So I think he took one there.
Just give him a little chance to recover, right?
Yeah, those umpires, we get hit every once in a while.
Oh, that hurts. 1-0 the count against Michael O'Hara, the AppleSox center fielder, left-handed batter. As I mentioned, 0 for 2 on the night with runner at second base, Justin Simpson. Here's the pitch from Uber. Low. Weiss again. Can't find the handle of it, and Simpson all the way to third base.
And our umpire took another shot.
Oh, he's bent over again. You're right.
Yeah, he took that one in the thigh area, bounced off the ground, got him right in the thigh.
No padding down there either, is there?
No, you got your shin guards on, but you don't have anything up your thigh area.
Umpires together now as they come towards the AppleSox dugout. I think he needs some water out there.
Yeah, water.
Give him time to recover a little bit. 2-0 count to the batter, by the way, for the AppleSox. Michael O'Hara, the center field. He'll be followed by Adam Grobe, the designated hitter, and Luke Stuka, the first baseman, who hit that giant home run back in the fourth in the hole.
Yeah, and the pitching coach is out for Corvallis, having a little chat with them, kind of reminding them of who's up at plate. You got a base open.
So what kind of leash is Uber on right now with Corvallis?
He's on a short leash. He's already thrown 5 innings. He's probably up there around 80 pitches, 85 pitches. You got the tying run at the plate, left-hander. You got another left-hander coming up. You got 2 left-handers in a row coming up. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last hitter. The left-hander, the bullpen over there, is throwing pretty hard, getting warmed up pretty quick. Actually, this injury by the umpire is helping that bullpen up over there.
It really is.
To warm up, so.
He is throwing with some purpose over there, too, in the Corvallis bullpen area.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is his last hitter, no matter what happens. I think this will be his last hitter with 2 more lefties coming up.
All right, home plate umpire looks like he's collected himself a bit. 2-0 count on Michael O'Hara for the AppleSox, with Justin Simpson now at third base. Pitch is a little bit low. 3 balls, no strikes. Zuber beginning to tire a little bit too. He looks like he might just be getting a little bit tired, but he has thrown a heck of a game tonight, only giving up 4 hits so far.
Yeah, he's throwing a great game, but he's getting to the point now where if they're looking for the W.
That pitch inside, and on 4 straight pitches, Michael O'Hara on now with the walk, and the AppleSox have it. Runners at the corners, first and third, with Adam Grobe, the designated hitter, up to the plate. 2 strikeouts tonight. He's 0-2.
And here comes your pitching change.
Luke Stuka is on deck, and the catcher John Newman Jr. in the hole. And we will have a pitching change, and we will take a timeout. In fact, Tucker will make this a 2-minute timeout. Our score here in the 6th inning, Corvallis 4 and Wenatchee 2. We're back to the field in 2 minutes. Stay with us.
Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Current. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play. Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Current. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play.
Transform your windows with a variety of colors and styles like the Allure Transitional Window Covering by Lafayette Interior Fashions. Hi, this is Darren with Mini Blinds and More. We can install the latest and greatest in technology to open and close your blinds with only a touch of a button. From the largest windows in your home to room darkening shades for the bedroom. From stylish shades for your entertainment room to custom blinds for those hard-to-fit places. We have a solution for all of your window covering needs. We offer a variety of window coverings from Lafayette Interior Fashions. Call us today. We are Mini Blinds and More, your local blind store.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
With PUD rebates, we'll give you money to upgrade your house and reduce your energy footprint.
The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more.
All right, we're back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. New pitcher in now for the Corvallis Knights. It's Jacob Weiss, or I should say Sean Weiss, number 17, out of George Fox University. He's from Canby, Oregon. Left-handed pitcher. He's only a sophomore. Not that tall, 5'10", 190 pounds. Nice outing, though, for Ty Uber. Got to give him some props. Gave up 4 hits. He is on the hook for these 2 runs if the AppleSox do get them in. But 4 hits on 2 runs, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
2 runs on 4 hits, I should say.
Yeah, that's doing what you're supposed to do. And I get out and get your bullpen. Get your bullpen to do their job. But, you know, being an AppleSox fan, I want the AppleSox to keep a rally going here.
Adam Grobe to the plate. No outs. Runners at the corners for the Sox. Justin Simpson's on third. Michael O'Hara is at first base. Grobe on the night. 2 strikeouts, 0 for 2. This one in the dirt. O'Hara thought about taking second. Went back to first.
Corvallis catcher took one there, I think off the chest or somewhere. He's taking a minute off there. I think he pointed to his shoulder.
Just probably on the outside of the chest protector, like it usually happens, right?
Just missed it.
So we have an injury break right now as the catcher tries to kind of get it together after taking that one off maybe the shoulder, as E mentioned. Beautiful night now here in Wenatchee as things have cooled down a little bit, E.
Yeah, and the sun's setting over there in East Wenatchee. The sun off the hills over there. Just beautiful.
It really is a beautiful night.
Beautiful.
All right, it looks like Weiss is going to be okay, so as Grobe steps back in. Corvallis, by the way, lost last night against Bellingham in their game 8-4, so they did play last night. All right, here's Grobe now at the plate for the AppleSox. 4-2 ball game, bottom of the 6th inning, and the AppleSox have something cooking here in the bottom of the 6th with runners at the corners. Grobe, as I mentioned, 0 for 2 tonight, facing a 1-0 count against Sean Weiss, the new pitcher. Lefty delivers outside, and the count goes 2-0. Even if the Sox could get one of these runs in this inning, just to cut this lead to 1, obviously they want 2 in with no outs, but just to get 1 and cut the lead to 1 would be pretty big.
It would be huge, you know.
Throw over to first base, actually fairly close on O'Hara. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. No, his job now is to get a deep fly, do anything he can to get that run, hit the ball. He hits the ball to second base when we got a run scored because they're playing deep. So they're giving them hit the ball anywhere in the middle of the field or outfield. The Knights are giving the AppleSox that run at third.
So he's got lots of options, really. Here's the pitch. Grobe ahead of it. Shot to shortstop. Throw to second. Try for the double play. And he's safe at first. And that'll bring the Corvallis Knights coach out immediately. AppleSox do score the run. Justin Simpson comes in to score, as O'Hara is forced out at second.
Now batting for the AppleSox.
That was awfully close play at first base, no doubt about that.
Yeah, that was. But what happened is, Mr. O'Hara went in and went hard into second base, and that kind of made it, made a little tougher throw. That was a bang play at first. It could have
really
gone either
was.
way.
Now it's Luke Stuka, the big first baseman for the AppleSox, who's 1 for 2 tonight, grounded out to second in the first, and then that big home run, the blast over the right field wall in the 4th inning, And Stuka can do some damage here, too, with a runner on first. Way ahead of that one, strike one against Weiss.
Yeah, he was swinging to take the lead by one on that one.
He was.
Yeah,
he really was. Once again, Sean Weiss out of George Fox University, Canby, Oregon product. 0-1 the count. Boy, way ahead of that one, too. I think Stuka would like that pitch back, and it's 0-2.
That was a great off-speed pitch. It was away. Stuka was, he's anxious up there. He's pretty anxious up there. So right now I figure he's going to get another curveball way outside and won't even be near the plate.
There goes the runner at first base, hit and run on. The ball is popped up right in front of home plate, between the home plate and the pitcher's mound, and Weiss makes the catch for out number 2.
Usually you don't let the pitcher catch those.
No, you don't. He didn't look all that sure about it either. He really didn't.
Well, the first thing he did is look for help.
Right.
And they all kind of, well, you take it, you take it. No, I guess I'll have to.
So Adam Grove remains at first base, and that brings up the catcher, John Newman Jr., who's 0 for 2 tonight. Has put the bat on the ball, ground out to third, and a ground out to shortstop, his 2 times up at the plate. 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Pitch over the center of the plate, strike 1. So John Newman Jr. will be followed by A.J. Guerrero and then Zach Toglia. and 1 the count. Newman at the plate, the catcher. Throw over to first base just to kind of keep Grobe in check over there with 2 outs here, bottom of the 6th. Weiss looks in on the 0-1 pitch. It's swung on. Another pop fly, this time into shallow left field. That ball was a mile in the air. Easy play for the left fielder, Jake Harvey, and that is out number 3. So we finished 6 innings here at Paul Thomas Senior Field, and our scores, we head to the 7th, Corvallis 4 and Wenatchee 3. Come on back to the field in 60 seconds.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Welcome back as we go to the top of the 7th inning now. It's the Corvallis Knights 4 and the Wenatchee AppleSox 3. Up to bat for Corvallis will be the designated hitter Nick Vogt, followed by Jake Harvey and Kiko Romero. Once again in his 2nd inning tonight is Rance Pittman, the pitcher for the AppleSox, facing the middle of the lineup here for Corvallis, and we are getting to that part of the lineup that's done a lot of damage here tonight. The 6, 7, 8, 9 hitters have scored all 4 runs and got most of the hits here tonight, E.
Yeah, but Mr. Pittman had a great inning last time, so hopefully he can mow them down and we can come back and get a couple runs and pick up a lead on these guys.
Starts off the top of the 7th with a strike. 0-1 the count on the designated hitter Nick Vogt. Misses on that one. Count evens now at 1-1. Vogt is sophomore, as I mentioned, at Cal Santa Barbara College. 6'1", 187-pounder takes that one high, and the count goes 2-1.
Yeah, we need to get this first out. We don't want Corvallis to get any kind of momentum going now. It's time for us to a 1-2-3 inning and get back to the bats.
That's what the AppleSox had in the sixth, too. 1-2-3, and this one hits him right square in the back. That's got to hurt a little bit as Vogt takes base. It's our first hit by pitch tonight.
Yep.
And it puts a runner on first base with nobody out here in the top of the 7, bringing up Jake Harvey in this dangerous part of the lineup. Harvey scored in the 5th. He did strike out both in the 2nd and 3rd, reached on a fielder's choice in the 5th, but then scored. And we are at 4-3, right-handed batter. The right-handed pitcher, Pittman, looks in with Nick Vogt at first base. Here's the pitch. Low and in the dirt. Boy, I'll tell you what, Vogt thought about going, and did he get back in time? Boy, they almost picked him off at first base. Nice heads-up play by the catcher, Newman, to throw it down there. He kind of caught Vogt sleeping a little bit, and that made it pretty close.
Well, Vogt, he went about a quarter of the way. He was going to go, he wasn't going to go, and he went back, and it was another bang-bang play at first. This one going the AppleSox way.
1-0 count, 1 ball, no strikes now on the left fielder, Jake Harvey. High, runner goes, and he's going to make it in there safely. So now Corvallis, another runner in scoring position. Nick Vogt at second base with no outs here in the top of the 7th.
Yeah, once again, a great jump. They're reading something off the pitcher. Or the timing, the throw down to second. You know, it's pretty intricate how they figure out when to steal, when not to steal.
Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Ahead of that one was Harvey. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Boy, look over in that Corvallis dugout. They have some players over there. I don't know if I've ever seen so many players on a team that's come here. They don't even all fit in the dugout. They're sitting outside the dugout.
Well, they make the pitchers get out of the dugout for some reason. I don't know why.
That's a ton of players.
Yeah.
Is that discrimination against pitchers, E?
Of course.
1-2 the count. Here's the pitch on Harvey. Swing and a miss. And down goes Harvey for the 3rd time on a strikeout.
Yeah, it was a great pitch there. That looked like it was a sinker there. It kind of came down, just dropped quick. So that was a nice pitch.
First out of the inning here in the top of the 7th. And that'll bring up Kiko Romero, who's had one heck of a night tonight. He's 2 for 3, scored 2 runs, and also made some pretty darn nice plays at first base.
Oh, yeah, he's having a great game.
Pittman looks in. Here's the pitch, low on that fastball. 1-0 the count with the runner Vogt at second base. Pittman is pretty deliberate out there, too. I don't know if he's quite as quick as Uber was for Corvallis, but he gets it to the plate. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's going to drop into shallow left field. Romero thinking about rounding it. I should say Vogt. He does, and he's going to go home. To second is Romero, and he's in there safely, and the Knights game.
Yeah, when he hit it the other way, that was a great at-bat.
Yeah, it's just hard to believe, like I mentioned, that, what did I say, he was 209 hitter or something. He's having a game here tonight.
And the bullpen is busy again for the AppleSox.
5-3 now the score with Jacob Weiss, the catcher, up, and he's 3 for 3 on the night. The number 8 hitter, as we mentioned, the bottom of the order has done the damage here for Corvallis. Fouled back behind the plate. 0-1 the count. 12 hits now on the night for Corvallis as well, compared to 4 for the AppleSox.
And Jacob Hughes is warming up in the bullpen for the AppleSox.
Pittman checks Romero at second base. Lots of speed over there. And here's the pitch. Once again, fouled back behind home plate. And the count goes to 0-2. Strikeout would be nice for Pittman right here. Get 2 outs.
Yep.
Keep that runner at second base.
You know, it's a tough predicament, too, because As a pitcher, you want the ball there as quick as you can, give your catcher a choice to throw the ball down if he does steal third. At the same time, the hitter knows that I'm probably going to get a fastball if my guy's going to try to steal a base.
Right. Pitch by Pittman inside on that fastball. 1-2 the count now with one out.
As I stated earlier, sometimes third base is the easiest base to steal. You can get a bigger lead. They're not holding you on as much.
And we've seen Romero run tonight. He can move out there. He's going. Swing and a miss. Hit and run on that time for Corvallis.
No, I'm gonna have to say no hit and run. I think,
it wasn't.
No, I think Romero took off on his own. And the reason I think he swung is he liked the pitch.
Do sometimes hitters see the runner going and then think that they should hit and run?
No, sometimes if you see the runner get a great jump, you're more likely going to take the pitch because you know he's going to get the base stolen.
Right. He did have a great jump over there.
Yeah. And now Vanderbreek's paying a little more attention to him now. So
1-2 the count. Romero at second. The batter is Jacob Weiss, the catcher. 3 for 3 here tonight. On deck, Kyler Stancato, who's 2 for 3 himself. Pitch, swing, and a miss. And that's huge for out number 2.
That was a great fastball there. He just said, here it is. Here's my fastball. You hit it.
That was a big out. It really was.
That was huge.
Now it's the number 9 hitter, the center fielder, Kyler Stancato. As I mentioned, 2 for 3 on the night tonight. Had a sacrifice fly that scored a run as well, and a bunt hit in this game tonight.
That'd be 2 for 2. Sack doesn't count.
Oh, that's right. Sack fly doesn't count. You're right.
You baseball guy, you.
I know.
Good thing I'm here, Grant.
So you mean walks don't count either?
Come on, you know baseball. You're killing me.
0-1 the count now. Once again, Stancato the batter, and then back to the top of the order, and Riley Way on deck.
And of course, now with the left-handed hitter, it's a shortstop's job to keep the runner close to second. Second baseman has to go take that hole away. So, not Way.
Well, the last hit for Stancato was into right field, so.
Right. So Simpson, his job is to kind of keep Romero close to second base. Don't let him get a big jump. Because more than likely, left-hander is going to pull it that way. Now, the pitcher, his job is to throw the ball inside so he makes sure the hitter hits it there.
Right. Swing and a miss by Stancato. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Big pitch coming up. So if Pittman gets Stancato here, does he come back out for the 8th?
Yeah.
Then?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Here's the pitch. Swung on early and fouled.
Well, it depends. I don't know about pitch count. I don't know if he threw the other day, through the last series.
Right.
So I don't know where he's been at in the last few games. So if he's getting outs, he'll stay in usually.
Does have that 6.75 ERA. Had a no decision back on July 3rd. The last time he's pitched 1 inning and gave up 1 hit and 2 runs in that outing.
Okay.
So not a lot of work since July 3rd, so he's gone 4 days, I guess, between pitching.
Right.
1-2 the count still. On the center fielder, Kyler Stancato with Kiko Romero at second base. Once again, popped up. This one's going to stay in play, though, and it looks like they're going to let the pitcher know they're not. First baseman Stuka calls him off and makes the catch for out number 3. We're stretching, going to the bottom of the 7th here at Paul Thomas Senior Field. Our score, Corvallis 5 and Wenatchee 3. We're back to the field in 2 minutes. Keep it right here.
The AppleSox Esquire.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
Hi, I'm Shauna Larson. I'm the designated broker here at Laura Mounter Real Estate. We are a locally owned firm, and we've worked hard to earn our reputation of always doing business the right way. Laura Mounter Real Estate is continually investing in the best technologies and highest quality marketing. For these reasons, our community has voted us the world's best real estate office for the past 5 years. If you have real estate needs, let a Laura Mounter Real Estate agent show you the difference.
Hi everybody, in North Central Washington, I'm Dan Kuntz, and I do the honors each and every weekday morning at 7 a.m. to bring you live local news, local weather, local sports. It's called Wake Up Wenatchee Valley. It's a fun show. I enjoy doing it. I invite you to watch it. It's Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. live right here on the NCWLIFE Channel. I interview movers and shakers. We have a good time. Start your day live and local. Wake Up Wenatchee Valley right here with yours truly on the NCWLIFE Channel.
If Bigfoot can get cash back with a PUD rebate on heat pump water heaters, so can you. The rebates are real. Save $800 on your next water heater. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more. If Bigfoot can get cash back with a PUD rebate on new insulation, so can you. The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more.
All right, we are back, bottom of the 7th. Take me out to the ballpark. The ball game was just played. Ballpark, what am I talking about, right?
Well, it is a ballpark.
It is a ballpark. So we have a new player into the game, too, don't we?
Yep. Number 1.
And a quick strikeout as he takes the place of A.J. Guerrero in left field, and that's quickly out number 1.
That was Enzo Apodaca.
So he will be in now the rest of the game for the AppleSox out in left field. So one down here in the bottom of the 7th inning, and that brings up the third baseman, Zach Toglia. Toglia 0 for 2, a fly out to center field and a strikeout his last time up. Fouls this one back. The count now 0-1. So we are heading to the end of this one, and the AppleSox down by 2, 5-3. Kind of a bunt, drag bunt down first base line, and an easy play for the first baseman, Kiko Romero, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, good attempt, just wrong spot. You're trying to get something going.
Back to the plate is Jackson Vanderbrake. Did get a hit his last time up in the 5th, struck out in the 3rd. The number 8 hitter for the AppleSox. He'll be followed by Dakota Duffalo, and then back to the top of the order, and Justin Simpson. First pitch ball. Or I should say strike. I think it's a...
No,
I thought it was a ball.
I think it called it a ball.
Yeah, I think so too. We're going to go with that. There it is, 1-0. Pitch and just a piece of that one. Once again, the new pitcher, Sean Weiss, in there. This is his 2nd inning for Corvallis, taking over for Ty Uber, the starter. Been a good one tonight, close one here, bottom of the 7th. Been a 1-2 run game throughout. Swing and a miss, big swing, and the count goes to 1-2. Once again, these two teams hook up same time tomorrow night here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, and then an earlier start on Sunday as they are. I believe that's a 5 p.m. start on Sunday to give these teams a chance to get home. There's a called strike and 3 strikes, and you're out as Vanderbrake strikes out for the 2nd time tonight in a 1-2-3 inning for Corvallis. As we head to the top of the 8th now, it's the Knights 5 and the AppleSox 3. Back in 60 seconds.
Our experience with NCWLIFE has been amazing.
People think television and they think it's this huge production thing. It's really expensive.
It's crazy how affordable it is. I couldn't believe it.
It's not as expensive as we thought it was going to be.
I would say I was really surprised to see that it was actually comparable to radio ads or print media.
It was really affordable.
Let's face it, selling your good used vehicle can be a hassle, if nothing else. Consign your vehicle here at Global Elite Motors. When you do, you'll get the best possible price because of our proprietary selling system. We offer the ability to finance, add warranties, take trade-ins, and much, much more. Each consignment vehicle we represent is thoroughly inspected and marketed to attract qualified buyers. Let us help sell your quality vehicle. Buying a vehicle? Consigning a vehicle? Stop by Global Elite Motors on Wenatchee Avenue at Global Car Care.
Two innings left to play here at Paul Thomas Senior Field and our live coverage of AppleSox baseball on the NCWLIFE Channel. I'm Grant Olson along with Eric Kuntz, and the third pitcher now on the mound for the AppleSox tonight. It's freshman Jacob Hughes, freshman at Oregon. It's a right-handed pitcher, has a 5.94 ERA, 0-1 record, does have 18 strikeouts on the season with 5 appearances, 6'3", 195-pounder. It says here he's got a slider and a slurve. Is that a mixture between a slider and a curveball?
Kind of. It's a little more. It's a little more off-speed pitch.
And a circular changeup.
I mean, it's just the way he holds it.
Cool. Can't wait to see it. I like the slurve.
I have that on pancakes. No, all it is just kind of a slider you're supposed to throw hard, and a curve you don't throw as hard. You want more of an off space. So a slurve is kind of a hard curve or an easy slider.
I've never heard of that term before. A slurve.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, we'll see what Jacob Hughes has here. If he can shut down the Knights here in these last 2 innings, allowing his team maybe to get back in this one, down 5-3. Top of the order we go for the Knights and Riley Way. Has a walk, did get a hit in the second inning, reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth, and then popped up to second base his last time at bat. He'll be followed by Travis Bazzana and Tanner Smith.
Well, the AppleSox have actually outscored their opponents 32-21 over the last 8th to 9th inning. So
they do finish strong. We were talking about that before the game. You're right.
Yep.
1-1 the count on Way as this pitch gets away from Newman.
So if we can just stay close, maybe we can come back and score a few runs the last couple innings and pull this one out.
Make it exciting.
Yes.
2-1 the count on Riley Way, the shortstop. Gets some wood on that one. Taglia corrals it, makes a nice throw to first base for out number 1. I think Taglia has had a great game for the AppleSox at third base. I really do.
Yeah, he's had a great play. He's made some great decisions. The guy was on third, made a great play, looked him back. He got a guy in a pickle between first, second, and third. So, yeah, he's made every play hit to him. He's made great decisions when he does get the ball. So
second baseman number 7, Travis.
All right, here's Bazzana now, the second baseman for the Knights. Reached on an error, ground out to second, did get a hit in the fourth, then a ground out to first his last time up in the 6th. First pitch ball, 1-0 the count with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Wind up by Hughes. Boy, he throws hard.
Yeah, he brings
Just
it.
Gets a piece of that one.
He brings it.
Takes the count to 1-1 now.
Well, 18 strikeouts, 3 walks with 5 appearances. So he's a kind of a strikeout pitcher.
That right over the plate for strike 2. Not sure what Bazzana would be talking to the umpire about there, but
probably just gave him a warning. And as an umpire, you have to write warnings down.
That's exactly what's going on there.
Yeah.
1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, Travis Bazzana, the second baseman. Nobody on for the Knights, leading at 5-3. Corvallis 12 hits tonight, the AppleSox 4. Both teams with an error in this one. There's the pitch by Hughes, low and in the dirt for ball 2. Counts even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Strike noise for a pitcher here.
Last outing for Jacob Hughes was a no decision back on July 1st. Fouled off by Bazzano. Pitched 2 innings, gave up 2 hits and a run in that one. Did strike out 3, though, in those 2 innings.
Yep.
Counts even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. With one out here in the top of the 8th, nobody on. Here's the pitch by Hughes. Another fastball low and in the dirt, and that makes the count full now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Hughes, here's the windup and the pitch. Boy, hit hard. That was a fastball. Might be in the gap in left center field. No, it isn't. The center fielder runs it down O'Hara, but not before. Bazzano with that speed in for a double at second base.
Yeah, ball hit hard. Ball hit hard. He rounded first. He knew what he was going to do. Right when he left that batter's box, he was thinking double.
He really was.
Yep.
His second hit of the night. That brings up now the third baseman, Tanner Smith, who is 0 for 4 on the night. 3 groundouts and a fly to right field. He'll be followed by Tayson Corio and Nick Vogt. Hughes now a little different thinking. Runner on second base. Bazzana hit hard too. That was well hit. Here's the pitch. Right over the plate. Fastball strike.
Nice and corrected, folks. He is the catcher now.
All right, Hughes looks in, 0-1. Ball is in the dirt once again as the count goes now 1-1. Hughes a little more deliberate out there than the pitchers we've seen earlier tonight. Takes a little bit more time.
Yeah, being a little more deliberate, like you said.
Takes a peek at Bazzana at second base, now brings it home. Pitch over the middle of the plate, strike 2.
Yeah, that was a good slider there. He puts a
that ball had some juice on it too, didn't it?
Yeah.
All right, let's hear it from Mr. Hughes.
That's a hard slider right there. That's a hard slider.
That is.
Yeah, you throw a slider hard. You throw it as hard as your fastball.
Here comes the pitch. That was another nice pitch. It looked like the same pitch, but this time didn't get the call, and that evens up the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Looked like the same pitch.
It was the same pitch, just up a little. Very seldom will you see 3 pitches thrown in a row to good hitters.
Here's the delivery. Another breaking ball. Boy, just missed again. Had to be just barely high there. As the count goes full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on second is Bazzana. 5-3 ball game. Corvallis leads it. AppleSox the early lead. That ball's right over the middle of the plate. Strike 3, and I think Smith said that's the same as the last 2 pitches. Why'd you call that one? But it's a big one for the AppleSox, and out number 2.
Yeah, they all looked like they were within, right there by each other. All 3 of those did. 2 were balls, 1 were strikes. So
here comes the cleanup hitter now, Tayson Corio, the right fielder, who's 0 for 4 on the night. Struck out his last time up in the 6th inning. 2 outs now here in the top of the 8th. AppleSox down by 2. Runner at second, Bazzana. Pitch right over the plate again. Fastball, strike 1. That fastball working for Hughes here.
Yeah, he's got some giddy up on that.
Woo. Left-handed batter, Corio digs in. Bazzano a good lead at second, too. Here's the pitch by Hughes and a nice stop by Newman. That ball was well ahead of the plate and a nice stop behind home plate.
Yeah, after the second inning when he had a couple of pass balls, he's been very, very solid back there behind home plate.
It's kind of like pitchers. It just takes you a bit to get into the flow of the game, you know. All right, Hughes gets the sign from Newman as Corio digs in. The 4th batter here in the top of the 8th. Started off with Bazzano in a double. That pitch awfully close, just misses inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. As the wind goes down here tonight in the Wenatchee Valley, beautiful night for baseball. Temperatures probably still a low to mid 80s out here. Here's the pitch. Boy, he took something off that one, too. It even fooled Newman a little bit.
Well, I think what happened there, they're having a little talk. That was a pitch out.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, because the catcher, Newman, jumped out of that stance quick.
It looked funny, it did.
If you notice, he jumped out of that stance quick. He threw him a curveball. Obviously, he missed the pitch out sign, because on the pitch out you don't want to throw a curveball.
No, you don't.
So Newman jumped out of there ready for that guy to steal third, and he did, and he got a curveball to boot.
3 balls, 1 strike now on the batter, Thiessen Corio. Pitch, just a piece of it. As the count goes full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, it reminds me of the time when I was pitching, running around first base. The catcher called a slider, so I had my slider grip, and I made it throw to first, and I threw one heck of a good slider over to my first baseman.
He wasn't ready for the slider.
No. He caught it, called timeout, and chewed me out. But I wasn't going to throw to first. I had the slider grip, and I had slider in my mind, and that's what he got. He called timeout and came over. Kind of got on me a little bit.
Better not repeat what he said exactly.
Oh, no, we can't really.
Hughes, the pitch, hard, hit to second. Great play by the second baseman to first, Vanderbreak, and they get him for out number 3. How about that from Jackson Vanderbreak?
Yeah, his teammates are giving a lot of loves on that one. That's a great play right there.
That possibly could have saved a run for the AppleSox with that runner at second, too.
Yeah, that just might fire up this team. Let's hope it does. Sometimes a defensive play is just what you need to get your offense rolling.
All right, 2 more at-bats for the AppleSox. The second to last one coming up. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. Corvallis 5, Wenatchee 3, back in 60 seconds.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Current. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play. Hey, all you kayakers, suppers, fisher people, boaters, and splish splashers. Water levels can change quickly. But don't worry, we've got an app for that. It's called Current. Check it out in the App Store and in Google Play.
We are back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. First batter for the AppleSox, Dakota Duffalo, fouls it back behind home plate. As we are in the bottom of the 8th inning, AppleSox trailing 5-3. After Duffalo, it's right back to the top of the order with Justin Simpson and Michael O'Hara. Weiss stays on the mound for Corvallis. Breaking ball that time stayed up high, and the count 1-1. Duffalo is only his 3rd time to the plate.
Yep.
Flew out to center field his last time up. Fouls this one back, grounded out to third, back in the 3rd. Two at-bats remain for the AppleSox, trying to get off the schneid. 0-8 against Corvallis, their last 8 matchups. Haven't beaten the Knights since 2018. Looking to do so here tonight. Here's the pitch by Weiss, swing and fouled back again.
He had a good cut at that one, just missed it. Usually when the ball goes straight back means you just miss it.
And he's had 3 of those at this at-bat.
Yeah, means you just missed it.
Outfield playing fairly shallow, and swing and a miss that time for Duffalo, and out number 1. First strikeout of the night for Duffalo. Now back to the top of the order, and Justin Simpson, the shortstop. Did get a hit his last time up in the 6th and scored a run. He scored both AppleSox runs, or 2 of the 3 tonight. A home run by Stuka was the other.
And Weiss is coming in doing his job. He's striking out 3 of the last 4 hitters.
Yeah, he really has. See if Simpson now can get something going for the AppleSox. Shows bunt. 1-0 the count.
Must be a switch hitter. Hitting from the right side.
That's true. Here's the attempts another bunt. This one's a strike. 1-1 the count. Looks like I could swear that the new third baseman for Corvallis is Uber, the pitcher. Doesn't he look like Uber that was pitching earlier? Could be Tanner Smith still as well. This time the ball is high, fouled back. That'll make the seats behind home plate. Well, there have been some changes. It looks like Tayson Corio now number 3 is at third base. 1-2 the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes on the AppleSox leadoff hitter, Justin Simpson. Swing and a miss. And that's 4 consecutive strikeouts now for Weiss. As you said, he more than doing his job. In fact, that's 4.
That's 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5.
Right.
The other one was a ground out to first baseman.
Right.
So now we'll see if O'Hara can get something going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th for the AppleSox. A strikeout, a ground out to second, and a walk for O'Hara tonight. He'll be followed by Adam Grobe and Luke Stuka. Over the plate, strike by Weiss. 0-1 the count. 5-3. Corvallis leads this one. AppleSox with a mini 2-game winning streak, but have dropped 5 league games in a row. Here's the pop-up into shallow right field. Easy play for Tayson Corio, and a 1-2-3 inning. And just like that, we go to the top of the 9th. After 8 here at Paul Thomas Senior Field, Corvallis leads it 5-3 back in 60.
Transform your windows with a variety of colors and styles like the Allure Transitional Window Covering by Lafayette Interior Fashions. Hi, this is Darren with Mini Blinds and More. We can install the latest and greatest in technology to open and close your blinds with only a touch of a button. From the largest windows in your home to room darkening shades for the bedroom. From stylish shades for your entertainment room to custom blinds for those hard-to-fit places. We have a solution for all of your window covering needs. We offer a variety of window coverings from Lafayette Interior Fashions. Call us today. We are Mini Blinds and More, your local blind store.
Building. It's in our blood. Building something out of nothing. It takes heart, grit, and hard work. At One Way Construction, our crew is our family. With decades of contracting experience and our in-house design team, we bring a unique perspective to building. We know that if we work together, we are capable of reaching heights that are impossible to reach alone. The possibilities are endless.
Now batting for the Corvallis Knights.
And we are back here at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium at top of the 9th inning. The AppleSox down 5-3 as Corvallis brings up their designated hitter, Nick Vogt, to the plate. Vogt does have a couple of hits. A strikeout, was hit by a pitch and scored back in the 7th. First pitch ball, 1-0 the count. Once again, the pitcher, Jacob Hughes, stays in there, the third pitcher for the AppleSox tonight. The big righty, here's the pitch, and it's hit solidly into left center field. AppleSox center fielder O'Hara in to make the play, and the lead hitter is on here in the 9th inning for the Corvallis Knights.
Yeah, it was a great play for O'Hara to keep it in front of him like that.
2 hits to center field now for Nick Vogt on the night. What's going on over there at first base, E?
I'm trying to listen to the umpire.
Might have been some interference over there, maybe, E?
I don't know. I don't know where the interference would be unless the first baseman was interfering with the guy trying to advance to second base. But no. The reason I don't think it's interference is the fact that he did not have a clear chance to get to second base.
Fans, don't forget to tune into the Denny's postgame show.
I mean, he wasn't gonna go to second base on that play anyway.
Right.
So a little bit of running into the guy really didn't
I think it has something to do with the first base coach over there. He's not agreeing with the umpire right now, but maybe it has to do with the runner also.
Right. I think what happened is the ball got away. The runner was thinking about going. He ran into the AppleSox guy.
So at the plate now is Jake Harvey, the left fielder. 3 strikeouts on the night. Did reach on a fielder's choice in the 5th and scored a run.
He's bunting.
Good call. He squares around. Strike 1.
He's got 3 Ks.
Right. He'll be followed by Kiko Romero, the hot part of the lineup, followed by Jacob Weiss. Romero on deck. Absolutely 2 doubles tonight and a single in this game, E.
Yeah, that's one reason why they want him up there to bat.
Absolutely. Harvey, will he square around to bunt again? Going to swing this time. Pitch is high by Hughes. And the count goes even at 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 9th inning on this beautiful Friday night here in the Wenatchee Valley. AppleSox trying to get a league win here. Safe at first base, the throwback as Vogt stands there.
I still think the bunt's back on again.
All right, we'll see with a 1-1 count here. Hughes gets the sign and the windup. Here's the pitch. He's swinging in a pop-up shallow infield. It looks like Vandenbrink at second base will take it and does for out number 1.
Oh, second time I've been wrong this year, Grant. I'm kind of amazing.
The second time all year?
Oh, did I say that out loud?
I think you did.
No, I thought he was going to bunt again. He kind of struggled at the plate, and you want to get an insurance run.
Right.
For the Corvallis Knights, number 14, Kiko Romero.
Now it's Kiko Romero, who's had one heck of a night, a single and 2 doubles, as we mentioned.
That's another reason I thought they'd bunt him over, because you got the hottest hitter.
Absolutely. Plus, he scored 2 runs tonight. Swing and a miss. Nice fastball by Hughes. Strike 1. Oh, and 1 the count. 1 out here, top of the 9th. Runner at first, Nick Vogt. Hughes gives him a quick look. Now looks to home plate with Romero up. Swing. A ball as Vogt goes to second on another stolen base. And now the Knights have a runner in scoring position. In fact, Nick Vogt, that's his 3rd stolen base of the night.
Yeah, I think, what, six overall?
I think
for the
so,
Knights?
yes. Vogt had one in the 3rd, the 5th, and now the 9th.
Yep.
Romero still at the plate, dangerous hitter. He is down in the count, 0-2. With a runner now at second, Nick Vogt. Here's the pitch by Hughes, swing and a miss, and they get the dangerous Romero out for out number 2. Brings up Jacob Weiss now, himself 3 out of 4 on the night. 3 singles, scored a run, and struck out his last time up in the 7th.
Not bad for number 8 hitter.
Bottom of this lineup has been very good for the Knights tonight. This is a different player here. This is Nate Nankill now in the game, E. Number 8. He's out of Cal State Fullerton, San Diego, California product. 6'3", 195-pound sophomore. So Nate Nankill. With Nick Vogt at second. 2 outs here, top of the ninth. The AppleSox get 1 more at bat, down by 2, at least so far. Hughes looks in. Here's the pitch. He did get the call there.
Yeah, that was a great slider.
Let's make some noise, gang.
And an 0-2 count now on Nankill. It's got to be tough for a batter to come in top of the 9th against a pitcher that's had a couple of innings under his belt.
Yeah, and you haven't hit yet.
Right. All right. Hughes, the 0-2 pitch. Late swing and fouls it back is Nankill.
Let's hear it. Let's go, Hughes.
And he'll stay alive in the batter's box.
Right.
Nankill, the right-handed hitter, with Vogt, the designated hitter, on second. Fastball high that time, and a 1-2 count. Kind of unusual for the designated hitter, Mike Vogt, to have 3 stolen bases in a game. You don't hear that every day.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm thinking he's a designated hitter tonight.
Yeah. I'm sure they.
Yeah, everybody thinks of a designated hitter as the great big guy on the team. All right, here's the 1-2 pitch, and it's a pop-up out into center field, and a running catch made there by Michael O'Hara for out number 3. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. One last chance for the AppleSox. It's Corvallis 5 and Wenatchee 3. We're back in 60 seconds.
With PUD rebates, we'll give you money to upgrade your house and reduce your energy footprint.
The rebates are real. Visit conservationmakessense.org to learn more.
My name is Brian Thorpe. I own Global Car Care in Wenatchee and have been here for about 25 years.
Brian started Global Car Care as Brian's automotive alternative on Orondo Street.
Some customers were following Brian since Brian's automotive time.
No, we're just grateful to be part of this community. This is where I grew up. We want to do our part to be a valuable part of this community. We want to thank you for trusting our business for 25 years.
And we are back, bottom of the 9th inning at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium. Last gasp effort now for the Wenatchee AppleSox, down by 2, 5-3. And you got to say that Weiss coming in here, has done an outstanding job for Corvallis.
Yeah, he's really mowing them down. He hasn't given up a hit. He's got 4 Ks.
Five out of 6 batters he's faced.
Yeah, he's not giving the AppleSox anything good to hit. He's doing exactly what Corvallis coach wants him to do. Come on, just kind of finish the game off.
Absolutely. Now it's Adam Grobe, the first hitter. He's the number 3 hitter in the lineup. First pitch outside by Weiss for ball 1. Grobe has struck out twice tonight and reached on a fielder's choice. He'll be followed by Luke Stuka and then the catcher, John Newman Jr. Stuka, by the way, a big home run back in the 4th. This one fouled back, straight back, to even up the count now to 1 ball and 1 strike.
The AppleSox bench is out in front of their dugout cheering on their teammates, trying to get a little 9th inning rally.
That's
going.
right. Hats on backwards down there, E?
No, not yet.
Took something off that one, and it's in there for a strike. Nice pitch by Weiss, and it's 1-2. On the AppleSox designated hitter.
He's hitting his spots well tonight.
Boy, he's pitching.
The catcher puts his mitt there, and he's hitting it.
Inside on that pitch, evens up the count at 2-2.
Yeah, he wanted that one.
9 strikeouts on the night for the AppleSox. Here's the 2-2 pitch, low and inside. Makes the count full now, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out here, bottom of the 9th. AppleSox trailing by 2, 5-3. Been out hit tonight, 14-4. Huber and Weiss have combined on a 4-hitter tonight, and they've both pitched well. Here's Weiss, the pitch, high, lazy fly ball into left center field. I think the center fielder will take it. He does. That's Stancato. And that's out number 1 here in the 9th.
Now batting for the AppleSox, first baseman, number
Comes the big boy now, Luke Stuka, the first baseman for the AppleSox. 1 for 3 on the night, but boy, that one was a big one. A monster home run over the right center field wall back in the 4th. And can he do it again to cut into this Corvallis lead? 1 out here, bottom of the 9th. Hits the first pitch right to the shortstop. And an easy throw by Way over to first base and Romero, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, it didn't. He got up there in kind of a hurry, and
he did.
Maybe like that first pitch, but
John Newman Jr.
All right, here's the catcher. Last gasp effort now for the AppleSox. 2 down here, bottom of the ninth. 0 for 3 on the night is John Newman Jr. Right-handed batter facing Weiss, who's pitched a beautiful last few innings. Fouled off, 0-1 the count. Nobody's left the stadium here tonight either. I think they're hoping for a rally here. 2-run game. It's hard to get up and go, isn't it, on a beautiful night?
Yeah, you never know. It's one base runner and a big hit.
That's right. Swing and a miss. 0-2 the count. The AppleSox down to their last strike now. Down 5-3. Corvallis wins this one. That's 9 straight over the AppleSox. And boy, that's a long stretch. Here's the pitch by Weiss. And it's an easy pop fly, shallow left, way goes back, makes the catch, and that is our ball game. Our final score tonight, Corvallis 5 and the AppleSox 3. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back and wrap things up from Paul Thomas Senior Stadium right after this.
Come on, I'm a certified technician. I was trained to take good care of you.
9. I've only been to the dealer.
I've been coming here for years. These guys are great.
Look around. The BMW, the Jag, the Volvo, they're all waiting for regular service. Well, the BMW has a little computer issue, but that's nothing we can't handle. Come on in.
From regular maintenance to computer troubleshooting, trust the Global Car Care technicians with your import, diesel-powered, or domestic vehicle. Global Car Care. They speak your car's language.
Dankeschön.
Yes, we would all love to have a crystal ball to tell us precisely where the local economy and real estate market is headed in 2021 and in the near future. However, what we do have here at NCWLIFE Channel are local experts we connect with every week to give us the inside scoop on all you need to know about your home and our local real estate market. Join me each week while we find out what's happening in the greater Wenatchee Valley. I'm your host, Crystal Hughes, and you are watching At Home with NCWLIFE.
All right, we are back at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, where the AppleSox short-lived 2-game winning streak comes to an end tonight as they fall to the Corvallis Knights by a final score of 5-3. And it wasn't only timely hitting, I don't think, tonight for Corvallis. It was the pitching of Ty Uber and Sean Weiss that really was the difference. 3 runs on a 4-hitter combined for the 2. They did an outstanding job.
Yeah, they never gave the AppleSox a chance to get a rally going. You know, AppleSox get a couple guys on base. They make some great pitches, get some outs, and the innings would be over. Weiss came in the last 4 innings he pitched. The last 3 were 3 up, 3 down. So he never gave the AppleSox a chance to get into the game.
No, they really didn't.
He just came in, he threw strikes. Defense made some great plays out there for him. That's probably the reason why they're leading the South.
Absolutely, as they improve the Corvallis Knights now to 21-7 in this first half of the season. Wenatchee falls to 10-15 and remains in 4th place in the West Coast League Northern Division. So the AppleSox have fallen 9 straight times now to Corvallis. They have 2 more shots at them this weekend, again tomorrow at 6:30, and then once again Sunday afternoon to try and break a streak that I don't think they want to talk about or even think about right now. 9 straight losses to Corvallis.
Yeah, and you know, it kind of hounds on you after a while.
It does.
You know, you kind of say, man.
Do you press a little harder then when you haven't beaten a team in a while?
Sure you do. Sure you do. You might swing at pitches you don't swing at. You might make some mistakes. You just go out there and you just try to play every game the same. And sometimes you're facing a team that you just can't figure out. It's tough. It's tough on the team to be able to beat a team that you can't beat.
Absolutely. Well, E, thanks for joining me. It's been a blast tonight.
Hey, I've had a great time.
Eric Granstrom on vacation gave us a chance to do this, so thank Eric. It was a lot of fun.
Well, let's keep Eric on vacation for another few weeks.
And we'll do next week's game too, right?
I'll be more than happy to jump in here and join you again, Grant. It's a lot of fun being a part of the NCWLIFE family now and then.
Oh, absolutely. It's great having you, too.
Jumping in and doing a sport here or there.
And we have 2 more games coming up this month, again on the 16th and on the 23rd. I don't have the schedule in front of you. I know Eric is doing both of those games over the next 2 weeks, so keep it right here on the NCWLIFE channel. It's great having AppleSox on TV, that's for sure.
Well, it's great having AppleSox. Just like last year, we had nothing going on last year with COVID. So so it's so nice just to come out and have the fans in the stands and
absolutely
and enjoy nice summer evening of baseball and
nothing better.
It's nothing better. It's the greatest game there is.
It is. All right. Thanks to our crew, headed out by Dan Kuntz. Also want to thank Malcolm as well as Josiah and Tucker running the show back in the NCWLIFE studio. Thank you to everyone in E. Once again, thanks for joining me.
My pleasure, Grant.
So for my partner, Eric Kuntz, I almost said Grandstrom. Eric Kuntz, I'm Grant Olson, hoping you have a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you soon right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Good night, everyone.
Thanks for watching Wenatchee AppleSox Baseball on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station. Tonight's broadcast has been brought to you by Apple Valley Honda, Chelan County PUD, Global Car Care, Laura Mounter Real Estate, Mini Blinds and more, One Way Construction, Sangster Motors, and SaveMart. This has been a special presentation of NCWLIFE Channel Sports. We now return you to our normal programming already in progress.